Hello, Identity 5 gamers. I am super excited for today's video because we're actually going to be watching a live stream that's still going on right now because I don't really want to get spoiled. So it is currently 4 in the morning and I just got done watching Japan Day 6. However, SEA Day 2 is happening right now. This video might come out a little bit later. I'm going to be honest with you. Probably will come out several days later. However, for me, this is coming out like right now. And I really want to see how Skyfall's team does. If you guys don't know Skyfall was the coach of B4U during the last IVS. He is the funny no greedy meme guy. So he's also just, you know, a great coach and a really nice guy. So I really want to see if Skyfall, I would say a friend of B4U, is able to get into KOA this year. I'm really hoping that GH, his team, is able to go far this year and maybe qualify. So let's start watching the live stream. We're gonna watch the entire thing. So now we have not one, not two, but 3 sets to watch today. It's gonna be a very, very long day. So sit tight and let's get into it. Now here we go. This is going to be quite difficult because GH got the unluckiest bracket possible and they're going up against the veteran team FT. FT is the team that almost qualifies every single year in the Southeast Asia division. Consider them to be the B4U of SEA. It's going to be pretty tough for GH to win. We're going to be seeing a meteorologist, aeroplanist, archer, and officer pick here. We're bringing out the seer, doctor, puppet, and gravekeeper here as well. And also, if you hear the English voices in the background, you're going to be hearing like Kodo Shiro and I think Posh Spice from our English casters. So big shout outs to the English casters for doing this. It's going to be a round 1 Cueist here from the side of Momoka here. Very interesting. Chinatown Cueist is very strong. This is probably Cueist's best map. So if there's ever a time to win for GHIX, now is the time. Let's see what we got here. Pretty much an isolation spawn setup here. We're going to be spawning our meteor in hotel. I'm going to assume meteor has tied. Of course, we have my goat Kuga on the aeroplanist. Kuga's aeroplanist is very, very strong. And it's unfortunate because I am quite the fan of FT, but I'm also quite the fan of GH. So at the end of the day, I don't really mind who wins, but I think I'm a bit partial and biased toward GH this year simply due to the fact that Skyfall is on GH. So we're going to be seeing every single Cueist build. Every Cueist will always bring this build. Detention, Insolence, Blink, Destructiveness, and Overwhelm with, of course, Impulsive. And it's going to be Borrowed Tide, Officer, Borrowed Knee-Jerk, Archer, Borrowed Tide, Wendy, and then Tide Knee-Jerk on our aeroplane. So it is going to be 3 Tide Thinners here, of course, as we are quite used to seeing in round 1 here. And of course, we got this little KOA animation that we're all kind of used to at this point as well. It's very interesting for me. I've been jumping around watching different KOAs, all sorts. I still need to finish Day 2 of South Korea. I haven't even started Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, which is already finished by last week. I started China already, and now I'm starting SEA, but I'm starting on Day 2. I haven't even seen any of SEA Day 1. So it's very interesting how I'm kind of recording this KOA, and I really pray for editing me to hold it together in terms of getting all these out in the proper order, but it's fine. For me specifically, this is just something that I need to see. Look at how pretty the Chinatown is. Oh my goodness. Yo, could you imagine if IDV looked like this? Why did it freeze? Oh, hi, Cueist. All right, here's what we're going to see here. Cueist rocking that B-tier accessory from the last anniversary event, I believe. I think that's what it was. Let's see here. Now, I'm really going to be rooting for Momoka here. We really need to see a good result here. Of course, Chinatown Cueist, like I was saying, is probably the best map for him. We're going to just kind of be walking around here, not really finding the initial chase target that we need to. It's going to be actually chasing down Adi, the archer. Nope, we're actually going to be moving onward to Kuga, the aeroplanist here. Let's see. That's going to be locking down Kuga's Cypher and going to be forcing out the vault out of him. Oh my gosh, so fast with that knee-jerk. Look at that speed, bro. Gonna actually be moving on back. Gonna maybe just try to go for mini blue here to force out a watch here. Let's see. Lock it down off. Here we go. Jump, and there's the watch force. Now we can switch once again. Now we move to Adi, surely, right? Jump here. And yep, Adi already predicts it here. Going for Adi now. So we burned out 1 window vault in a watch. This is actually pretty good, keeping the early game alive here. This is actually very good. This is what Cueist kind of does early game. Cueist kind of plays with our early game until Blink is ready, and then we can start going for some actual kills here. Let's see. Adi, of course, with the knee-jerk is able to get so much distance here. Another arrow will be ready. We're probably going to shoot right here. Nope, not quite, actually. Now we're going to shoot. There we go. We don't want to go for a crossbow. Oh, that was dangerous. That was very dangerous. If we blinked, that would have been a cancellation of attack recovery. That was very dangerous from the side of Adi. Actually, I don't really think you can cancel attack recovery with crossbow, because I'm pretty sure usually when you get hit, the crossbow just gets full on canceled. Although, to be fair, I haven't seen if it's possible just yet. This is still in a straight line. We're going to lock off the Cypher here and continue going for Audi here. It's going to be Cue Ball, which means it is death. Okay, that is death. Cypher, of course, is going to be left at 10%. 2 Cyphers at 50. That's actually quite a good down for our Cueist. And let's not forget that 1 watch has already been burned. And we only have 1 crossbow left on the archer, which is not really enough for a kite. We're going to use 3 contact points to eventually lock down the middle Cypher here, which was the officers at 54. Now it's at 39. Oh, we already did finish it off. Never mind. We did finish locking it, so it's at 39 now. Here comes our officer. He's going to try to get the rest of you without a watch. It's very, very good. So it's basically it's like saying, okay, I already used the watch, so now it's kind of like an equivalent exchange, dare I say, if you've seen any of the Full Metal Alchemist, Full Metal Alchemist, you know, bro? Full Metal Alchemist. Cue Ball is here. Boop. Drop on down. Not the best cue ball. Okay. That's going to be a stun. Ooh, that was dangerous, bro. That was dangerous. Okay. Might be the strangest looking contact point I've seen in a long time. We're going to drop this pallet here. Going to be forced to break it with Momoka. And yeah, this is a very long rebound, unfortunately, for the side of GHIX. We really need to get this kill right here. Vault. There's the Terror Shock. Okay. It's going to be 4 Cyphers done. However, final Cypher is still yet to be started. And let's not forget as well, this is only the second chair for our... for the archer. So this is looking like a tied game here right now. The problem is, can Momoka push for a little bit more? I do not know at the moment. That rebound was just simply too long. Way too long of a rebound here for GH. But let's see here. Kuga's now coming on in here. Let's see this rescue. Kuga's again very, very good arrow punish. Just gonna go for the hit. We're not gonna worry about it too much here. Cue ball. That will be a guaranteed hit. Let's just wait right here. Look at Cyphers. Boop. Get that cue ball hit right there. Final Cypher started at the hotel area. There's one back right here, of course, as well. And it looks like Officer and Aeroplanist will be choosing to heal up here. Yep, Officer is healing up with Kuga. So far, this is looking pretty good for FT. We're most likely going to be tying this match. Officer, of course, still has a watch. And with this healing, it's going to be pretty tough for Cueist, I think, here. Pretty tough for Cueist to do anything here. 50% on the Cypher already. We're going to have to go for the Cypher here. Yep, we're already going for the Cypher. And very smart from Shadow. Moving off of the Cypher very early. That's exactly what you want here. You want to move off that Cypher extremely early. It always feels really bad to move off the Cypher so early, especially when Cueist is going to reduce it. But the whole point of Cueist at a point like this is that battle of attrition, like I was saying. It's always about that battle of attrition versus Cueist. Slowly but surely whittling down the resources of the survivors and doing the best that you can in the late game. We're going to lock down this Cypher here as well. And we're going to move down toward Kuga here, who still has the hover. There's the hover being burned. We're going to start moving out on over here. Let's see. Does pick up in the cue ball. And we'll take the hit. That's fine. We're now going to go back to Shadow. Here's what we do. We go back to Shadow here, right? No, we're still going to go for Kuga. Really? I thought we'd go for Shadow. Okay. Blink right here. Okay, but now the problem is Shadow Cypher is going to get primed, and Officer can get for the watch, and they're all going to have resources for endgame, which is not the best. I think it was better to, in fact, go for Shadow and try to burn out more resources, potentially, here. I don't really know for sure. This is going to be most likely be a tie. I don't really see a win happening here, if I'm being fully honest with you guys. I really don't see a win happening here for the side of GH, unless FT messes up, of course. We could try to reduce their Cypher here once again. But I'm assuming that Momoka thinks it's primed because it's not moving at all. So we're probably not going to bother locking it off. Officer will try to get back on it. It's going to be after half, and there's no bar on the Aeroplanist. It's actually not the best play, but I'm assuming with the Tide Center, that is going to be their goal here. Lock it down here. Lock it down. We missed the Wind Blast. Do we have Tide Center? It's going to have to pop here, maybe? Pop here? No, not quite. Meteor with the body block? Not quite. They really want it. There's the pop now. There's the pop. We got the cue ball. Absorb the Kuga. Okay, there actually is a chance for them to win right now because Kuga did die very late into the Tide turn and is now dead on share. I think that was actually a bit of a mistake. We probably needed to just instant pop there. run away with the meteor and then have Kuga just die in a corner. I actually kind of disagree with FT's play here because now they can actually, oh, but the officer's here to distract. There's the watch here, watch being used. Now we can move to Shadow. Do we make it? Do we make it? We don't even try. That's the craziest thing. We don't even try. This should be a 3-kill, actually. This is going to be very, very good for the side of GH because we're actually going to be able to 3-kill here. I don't think Wendy's going to be able to do much here. Wind Blast is going to buy us a little bit of time, but I'm going to jump out right here. Here we go again. Break the pallet. Now, once this pallet's gone, it's basically cooked. Okay, that's a bit too long of a wall. Wind Blast here one more time. It is going to be a 1 escape, but this should be a guaranteed 3 because Shadow is stuck. There's quite literally nothing left to use here. Cue ball and dead. That is going to be the 3 elimination here for GH. Definitely not bad in round 1. Not bad at all. We just got to make sure that GH survivors at least get one out the gate here too. That is what we need to see. If we're still rooting for Skyfall, of course. Here we go, round 1, second half. We got Skyfall on the Officer, the classic Skyfall Officer. We got to see Little Boy on the Explorer, Gadje on the Meteor, and then Nedu on the Archer. It's gonna be Goatman though. Ooh, Goatman's gonna be a little bit tricky here. That is for sure. Looks like we also leave the mid open here. For the Goatman here. Gonna be protecting Little Boy in the hotel area. It's gonna be Borrowed Time Tide on our Officer with Empathy and Healing. Tide Knee Jerk on both Explorer and the Wendy. We have Empathy on the Wendy with Webbers, and then Audience and Airwalk on our Explorer. Bar Knee Jerk on the Archer, also with Airwalk and Webbers. And that's gonna be a Detention trump card Excitement Goatman with Rage, Berserker, Mischievous, and Hunter's Instinct here. Okay, I think the biggest thing is Goatman probably will not try to find the Explorer. I think it's going to be a little bit too hard. I don't really know where Explorer pages spawn. I'm not really an Explorer main, and I don't really know how the logic of the pages spawn, if I'm being fully honest with you. So I don't really know exactly what the goal of the Explorer, where the Explorer is going to have to go. He very well could just like start working on something in Hotel until the Goatman potentially tries to come after him, or he has to hide or something. I don't know. He's probably going to play it safe at the very start and then rely on the teammates' comms to figure out where the Goatman's going to be going. I think the best chase target would probably be the Archer or the Meteor if it's not the Explorer, of course, here. Can't chase the Officer. It is going to be that Archer, though. Archer going straight to that hotel area here. Let's see. Obviously, Meteor is very, very strong in this area. Everybody knows this. But against Goatman, it definitely can be a bit challenging here. Now, Neon, I don't believe I've heard of this Hunter here before for the side of FT. I definitely don't think I've heard of it before. Movement Meteor Odds is going to be the skill. We're going to go for the... that's tough, yeah. That is very, very tough. We got the Wind Blast there, but unfortunately it was a black cage, and we're not able to really do much there. We are going to be able to vault this pallet here, get the... or not, no speed boost here. Xenon trying to get on the other side of this pallet, but unfortunately not able to. And now we are actually going to get up into the hotel area, which is actually very, very strong for Gadje here. We're going to be seeing our Explorer picking up the page. Where did Meteor go? Okay, there she is. Let's see here. Trying to make it a little not obvious of where she's going. I think what's really good from Gadje here is that they're playing very not obviously. Oh, nice, Cloud. Now we have to play a little bit of mind games here. Nice, okay. Gadje's kite is very good here. This is very, very good. Thought that they go through the gate. Okay, Gadje's playing very smart here. This is very, very smart. This will be death though. What? I was about to say, if that worked out, bro, if that worked out, that would be so very silly. So very silly. Okay. Well, let's drop on down here. Explorer, of course, has a 50% page. Will Explorer get the first rescue? No, it looks like Skyfall himself. No Greedy himself is here, bro. This is him, bro. This is no Greedy himself, bro. This is no Greedy himself. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby of a rescue here. Gonna take one chip. Hoping to go for one more cheeky watch here. Nice. No Greedy now. No Greedy now. Yup. No Greedy now. Yup. Don't get too close there. No Greedy, of course. All right, that was a good rescue. Only one chip. That's a very, very good save. We're gonna Cloud. Where did she go? Oh, wait, what? Where did she go? Wait, she got out of the cloud? Or wait, did she fly above the cage? Wait, what? Wait, I'm gonna have to look at that again. What? That looks so weird. Hold on. What? Okay, I think she just dodged it. Never mind. I think she just dodged it. Okay, that was weird. That was very, very weird. I don't know what the heck happened there, but she does go down here. Gotcha will go down. We do see Neto is here to try to support here. Will we be able to get there in time? We do have excitement, of course. Here we go. Oh, unfortunately, not going to get the core shot. I think Xenon was also really kind of banking on that. The second they saw the Archer, because they didn't drop, they're probably just heavily banking on the fact that Archer would just miss. Or we just excitement and then just cage and just hit. Okay, it's all about the reactions here. It's all about the reactions. Nice. Oh, I think it's less of the reaction and more of the let me delay it. Here we go. 100 stun. Double cage. Oh, but she's outside. But she's nice shot from Neto there. Beautiful shot. Crossbow here once again. They're on the final cipher. Oh, body block, body block, body block. Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait just a minute now. Cypher 70. Shoot. Not quite. Ooh, shoot. Shoot him in the face. Yep, shoot that Goatman. We can't find the meteor. They're going to be able to pop. This is really good for GH. Godj's hiding. And they just pop. What? How did you know? What? How? Okay, I have no idea how Xenon knew. I genuinely have no idea how Xenon knew. Okay. All right, Skyfall, no greedy. We're just going to just simply use our items. Very smart, very smart. I think we're looking for Explorer right now. Okay, we missed that watch, unfortunately. They're on the other side of the map. It's going to be a tie here, most likely. If they tie, that's good enough, because their Hunter got a 3. Let's remember. Oh, no, Sky! Oh, no! That's so unfortunate. It should be fine, though. It should be fine. They should be able to make it out. Oh, wait, triple cage. He can triple cage, though. Oh, is it enough, triple cage? I don't think it's enough. I think triple cage is barely not enough. Yeah, he would have needed, like, 1 more second. Oh, my gosh. Okay. If Skyfall didn't last, like, 2 more seconds, bro, it was cooked. It was absolutely cooked. All right, that is going to be the round win for GH, though. That is a huge lead right now over FT. Let's not forget, again, FT is a veteran team. They've been in Cueist so many times, bro. They are such a strong team. So it's going to be very hard for GH to beat them. Here we go again. It's time for round 2. Let's see if we can continue with it. We're going to be seeing Skyfall on the Bald, Little Boy on the Beep Beep, Gajay on the Gimmick Liddy, and Neto on the Charles here. All right, not a bad team comp here for round 2 at all. Very solid team comp here. Xenon, what is it going to be here? It's going to be the Cueist. Okay, the Cueist is coming out here once again, betting out the Seer, Merc, Cordy, and Finn. Yeah, these are fine bands for a Cueist. I think very fine bands here for a Cueist. Chitter, again, is very good. Actually, I think the more I look at this comp, I think it's actually quite a good comp versus Cueist. Farlady and Cheerleader are both very good versus Cueist. Aeroplane is also very good against Cueist until he runs out of items. Bald, I don't know. I don't actually know the matchup that well. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know much about the Bald matchup into Cueist. I think that's going to be definitely the biggest X factor in terms of this match that I'm not super aware of. But we're going to be seeing Cueist. Yep, that's exactly where you always spawn as Cueist, because you can chase 1 of 3 people as opposed to spawning at Chair Bridge, where you only have 1 of 2. A lot of Cueist will spawn here, myself included, where you will Patroller Cueist. All right, that is for the Farlady specifically. He's going to chase the Farlady. Yep, that is specifically for Farlady. You don't really see Patroller Cueist too often. Blink is just way more consistent. But in certain matchups, you can bring Patroller Cueist because it pretty much is a guaranteed hit. Now, we're going to be seeing a tied knee jerk on both rescuers, which is quite interesting. Airwalk on our Bald and healing as well. We got Empathy on the Aeroplanist. We got Borrowed knee jerk Cheerleader with Webbers and Airwalk. And then we're going to be seeing a full kite on our Farlady with healing, and I believe it was Struggle Speed, I think. Very interesting. Of course, Cueist was every single Cueist build attention, Insolence, but had Patroller instead with the Overwhelm, Impulsive, and Destructiveness, of course. Now, I don't know if, well, we're definitely going to be chasing Farlady because of the Patroller, right? Like, normally you'd bring Blink with Cueist, but you're bringing Patroller specifically for the Farlady, right? That's what it's for. I'm assuming, right? I mean, you usually don't really ever see Patroller Cueist. It's very rare. It's viable, yes, but it's very uncommon. We're just going to be going straight for Gajay here. So Gajay's going to be taking the first cut here once again. Going to go upstairs, though, but that's already a losing mind game because it looks like Farlady has actually just exited the area completely. That's actually a very good start, and we're actually going to be predicting that they're going to be going this way, but they're actually not. Godkite And now we've completely lost the Far Lady, which is definitely not the best here. We're going to be seeing Aeroplanist is going to be the next chase target here, which I don't know if I fully agree with, even though we have the Patroller. If anybody can deal with Patroller, it's definitely going to be that Aeroplanist here. Because look at... Oh, no, he messed up. Oh, that was huge. That is game-changing. If Aeroplanist gets hit there, that is, like, actually huge. Okay, I'm going to be so real with you. Genuinely, just hover to coaster and just take it. Let's see. Yep. Hover here. Hover onto the coaster. Nice. Take it. Oh, not quite. Not quite. He should be able to make it. He should be able to make it. Get on coaster. Yep. That's huge, actually. That's huge. He gets on it. He gets on it, which cancels the bites here. That does cancel the bites. And jump right here. Patroller bite. Get off on the... What? Where are you going? What? He's dead. We messed up. Okay. I don't know why Neto was waiting so long. I'm gonna be so real with you. I don't know why he was waiting that long. Like, sure, wait out the Patroller bite, but I think he... No, he should have been... Nah, yeah, I don't know why he was waiting there. I don't understand. He should have just went out the left way and then just jetpacked. I don't understand. That was kind of weird. All right, Skyfall's here. Skyfall's here. Let's go. Skyfall on the ball. No greedy, use your items. Yep, no greedy, use your items. Always use your items, bro. Always use your items. All right. Let's see it, Skyfall. Let's see it. Come on now. Teach them what it means to not be greedy. Nice save, Skyfall. Nice save. Very good save. Very, very, very good save here. Okay. 2 Cyphers done. 1 at 83 now. Little boy's coming on in here to try to get a little bit of supporting here. We got the cue ball. Honestly, it doesn't matter which one we get with the cue ball as long as we get one of them. Ooh. Okay, a little bit of a double up there. Not too shabby. Use the cheddar speed boost just to die away a little bit further. Yep, by 1 extra second there. Not too shabby. Is that gonna be basement though? Ooh, that's gonna be basement though. Yeah, that's a basement. Oh. Huh. Wait, I think this is a mistake actually, because now they're gonna use the bald ability and bald him out of here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think I like that. I think you should have gone basement there. I think basement is definitely a little bit smarter. We're gonna lock down Skyfall's Cypher here. Pop out right over here. Oh, Patroller though. Here's the Patroller. Yeah, Patroller is one thing that also makes rescuing next to impossible. They're just not gonna save. Yeah, they're just not saving. Yep, not saving. Skyfall's gonna hide. Let's see here. Oh, shh. Quiet now. Skyfall's hiding, everybody. Shh. Oh, nope. Hasn't been found out. No. Skyfall's gone. Yeah. Oh, now we're going for Skyfall. All right, Sky. Let's see what you got. Here we go. Is it time? Bald smoke, baby. Bald smoke. Don't be greedy now with your items. Let's see here. No. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Cyphers are still good here. They're on the other side of the map, which is very, very hard to pressure. There is no Patroller, which is good. Oh, wait a minute. No, the last Cypher is not on the other side of the map. It's actually right there. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh, no. GH, you didn't. Don't tell me. They Cypher locked themselves. Oh, no. They Cypher locked themselves, bro. That's not good. That is not good. Yeah, they're all on this side of the map. Oh, no. That is not good, bro. That is not good. We are going to heal up Skyfall here. Skyfall definitely needs that heal. Farley's doing a good amount of time. Doing a good job buying all this time. Let's see here. Cue ball. All right, try to force another contact point here. Contact point. Flywheel. Ooh. Oh my gosh. If that is bad ping, that is a terror shock. If that is bad ping, that is 100% a terror shock. Oh my gosh. That was scary. Okay, we used 1-1 to try to get our invisibility back. Now we have our invisibility back here. Oh, but we're reading, and I don't know how. I don't know, dude. God J has the luck of the gods because I don't know what is happening here right now. But that right there is just the most insane luck I may have ever seen in my entire life. I don't know what the heck that was, but that was insane. Okay, on the bright side, we are now shared over here. We have plenty of Q or contact points though, which means we're gonna be able to. Oh, we can instant save though. Shadow needs to be ready to instant save. Where is she going? Where the heck They're gonna pop. They're gonna struggle, huh? Wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Oh, she got caught. That's guaranteed death. Wait. Bonk. Okay, but Cheerleader's on the Cypher. Yeah, Cheerleader completely abandoned it. I think they knew Gajay was gonna struggle. I think they knew. I'm pretty sure they knew. Oh, Skyfall. Did Skyfall make it though? We're forced to chair all the way over here. Now Skyfall makes that. Yeah, there's no way Cueist can catch up. Yeah, there's just no way. I don't really know what was up with that. Yeah, I think Xenion messed up here. Yeah, Xenion messed up. That's gonna be a tie. I think with the Cypher lock, he definitely could have. Yeah, this Cueist definitely could have got a win. But it looks like it is gonna be the tie for GH here. Very, very good. This is extremely good for GH right now. All right, here we go, baby. It's round 2, second half. If GH is able to get a 3-kill here, they actually just straight up beat FT, and FT will be out of the tournament. And we will not see them until, well, IVT, I believe. It's going to be Cheerleader, Finn, Acrobat, and Mercenary, and Dr. Seer, Puppet, and Anti-Ban, banning out, I almost said Gamekeeper. I was like, what the heck? Banning out the Goatman here instead. Momoka is going to be choosing Sangria. Ivy, okay. Ooh, Ivy into this comp, though? I don't know if I agree. Finn is very good into Ivy. Cheer is very good into Ivy. Acro is pretty solid into Ivy, and then Mercenary can deal with Ivy as well. We need to tie here minimum. We absolutely need to tie here minimum. I don't fully know. I think, I honestly feel like Cheerleader, Opera is better here, but that's just, maybe this is my bias toward Opera. Of course, this is not this is still unnerfed Ivy, so I guess we'll have to see how it goes today. Where's the Ivy gonna spawn here? It looks like they're trying to bait the spawn over to the right is what I'm gonna assume, but we're actually gonna be just full committing to Adi here. Quite interesting. Okay, it's gonna be Detention, Instance, Blink, Ivy with Hunt and Berserker. We have Tide, Borrowed, Mercenary, Borrowed, Knee-Jerk, Acro, Tide, Borrowed on the Cheer, and then Borrowed, Knee-Jerk on the Finn. Audience Finn, Weber's Law Finn, Snooze, and Struggling on the Cheerleader. Okay, quite interesting. Very defensive Cheerleader build with the Tide Thinner. Pretty interesting. But Tide Thinner Cheerleader is becoming a little bit more popular, especially after the buff, since it synergizes well with her Cheers. Because if you're able to use the Cheers and get to 25, the Tide Thinner will guarantee last long enough. The only thing that you have to do is kind of just body block for the Cheerleader and make sure that she doesn't get interrupted at all. So it's kind of hard to make use of against certain hunters, but it is definitely a very viable strat to go for here. But let's see how this goes. Of course, this very well could be the end of the set, but we don't know for sure just yet. We're looking at the Hullabaloo Circus here. I'm loving these gosh darn hot air balloons. Very much making me think of the next Essence upcoming here in this gosh darn game. But let's see here. Gonna go straight for Adi, the Tea Party, gosh darn Mad Hatter, gosh darn Acrobat that probably laughs like, Sorry, that was bad. I've been up all night, as you can tell. But it is going to be that Adi first for chase here. And Yithian going straight for Shadow here, it looks like. Now we have 61 on Adi, which is going to make this a little bit trickier. Probably just going to possess Shadow here and then recall the Yith is my assumption here. Recall Yith. Yep, here we go. Now we want to try to get a spook onto Adi here. Let's see. Not going to be the spook. No main body spook to follow up with either, which is quite good. Very, very good start to this kite here. Let's see. Oh, you kind of know where he's looking. And the Finn. Yep, going to use the Finn trick. Very, very good from Kuga. Of course, if anybody is going to know that trick, it is going to be Kuga. Very, very solid. Blink is going to be ready here, though. We have repossession. Blink. Beautiful. Blink. Not Officer. Akra will try to get on this coaster here. Recall the Yith. It might be too risky to take the coaster. Yeah, he is. Oh. Does Ivy make it in time? I don't think she... Wait. Oh, she won't, but... Wait, can the Yith not? I did not know the Yith couldn't cross. Huh. That's interesting. Okay, TP. One hundo. Boop. Okay. Pretty average kite, all things considered. Pretty average kite. This is looking like a tie so far. It's all going to come down to the late game and how much Momoka is able to pressure and slow down these ciphers here. Of course, you can't really do much about Finn because, well, he's inside the ball. Look at him, bro. Look at him in the bottom left, just in the ball. Oh, that's so silly, bro. That is just so gosh darn silly. I love that people just discovered that random trick that he can just put himself inside the ball and then he just can't be leached. Like, I don't think that was intended by the developers, but I think they actually kind of like the idea that players have found that trick, and they decided not to patch it out, which I find to be quite interesting. Cheerleader is here with the Tide Thinner, of course. A Terror Shock will be brilliant, but oh, no Terror Shock to be seen. We do get a little bit of injury on the Cheerleader, which is very, very good. But We do see the air ball here. I don't really know why the airbag is here. I'm going to be so real with you. I'm not really sure why the Finn airbag is here. Maybe it's just to give Adia a small chance to rebound, but we have... Where are you going? What? Where are you? Bro was right there, clearly. Hello? Where are you? Just use full presence. What are we doing? Just what? Hello? Okay, I think they were looking around for the ciphers. No one's over there, bro. Just please full presence. Yeah, just full presence. Let's see here. Oh, it's gonna come down to the scare mind game. We get the scare. Beautiful. We get the scare. That's huge. If he didn't get that scare, it would have been another 20 seconds of kite. Okay, that's very, very huge. So final ciphers are 40 and 20. Mercenary will be making his way on over here, I'm assuming. Let's see. Where's Mercenary? There he is. Okay. Gonna be pressuring down the cheerleader a little bit here. Recall the Yith. Yup. Gonna move toward the cheerleader. Very smart while we're full presence on cooldown. And then the second our acrobat gets saved, we're just gonna go for another full presence usage here. Just slowing down the cipher as much as we possibly can. There's the save. Once full presence is ready, we're gonna go straight for the acrobat. Here we go, full pres. 52, but that's not good enough though. This is where acrobat could be pretty solid against the full pres Ivy. But we do have blink as well. We're gonna try to body block with our mercenary. Scare. Oh. It hits the merc. Ooh, not good, not good. Not good. It's gonna come down to the scares. It's gonna come down to these scares, bro. It's gonna come down to these scares. It's gonna be tough. Very, very tricky here. Ult that pallet. TP. We need this scare, bro. We desperately need this scare. We got the scare. We predicted him. We predicted him. That was really smart. That was very smart. We scared behind him because if he realized the acrobat was constantly doing that in his kite, he was looking behind him and not in front of him. So in that situation, that's actually very, very smart from the Ivy adapting and scaring behind. So that scare was huge. That allows Ivy to get the tie here. The only way it's a 3 kill is if they mess up. We're going to be full presencing the cheerleader, but of course with the full presence, or sorry, with the beep beep, we can just kind of escape that. So it kind of makes the full presence use. We don't have blink. Again, we need to try to just tie here. We need to tie. We need to tie here. We definitely need to tie. Kugo might try to set up the ball trick here. Let's see. Ball trick. Gets it. Yep, gets it first try here. Unfortunate for Momoka, can no longer pressure that gate, so that gate will be guaranteed open. But unfortunately, we have to kill this cheerleader. The dungeon is right here. We have to kill this. It's going to come down to a scare mind game here once again. Cheerleader forces the 100 though. Oh, this is tricky. This is very, very tricky. Very, very, very tricky here. Very, very tricky. Running away from the dungeon though, that actually makes things a little bit easier here for Momoka. It is going to be a tie. It is going to be a tie. You can repossess the cheerleader. No beep beeps. And that is the 100. Okay. It is a tie. Good tie. Good tie. With that tie, though, we have to go to round 3 to see who's going to win this set. Once again, here we go. It's time for round 3 on the Ever Sleeping Tower. We're going to ban out Hullabaloo and Opera, while the Hunter's going to be banning Priestess, Doctor, Mercenary, and Norton, interestingly enough. If you're banning Norton, that makes me think that Sukiyaki is going to be going for the Ivy here, is my assumption. And it's going to be Grave, Finn, Puppet, and Lantinus. Oh, Lantinus and Finn is going to be very hard for Ivy, so it's going to be Wax Artist. But, you know, Wax Artist, Lantinus can do with Wax Artist, Finn can do with Wax Artist, and Grave can do with Wax Artist. The biggest thing is, once again, Gaje is in trouble here. I think Gaje is going to be receiving first kite for, like, the 3rd time. As for the spawns, we're going to be seeing some classic Ever Sleeping spawn setups here. And yeah, I think we're definitely going to be going for Gaje with this spawn. Let's see what we got here. Borrowed Flywheel on the Lantinus and the Finn. Borrowed Tide on the Puppet and the Grave. Tide Trump, or sorry, not Tide, Detention Trump card. Warp on this Wax Artist with Wanted, Berserker, Mischievous, and Hunter's Instinct. Of course, we see Doctor Empathy on the Puppet as well. And I can't finish the rest of the secondary traits. My fault there. But I do think Puppeteer will be the first chase because Puppet versus Wax is definitely not the best. However, Puppet does have Graveyard to work with, and that is the best spot to kite Wax Stars on this map, undoubtedly. That is what Sprinter at least taught me when I had to 1v1 Sprinter. He always said best spot to kite Wax is going to be that Graveyard area, which may be a little less incentive for the Wax Stars to potentially chase him, but I still think it's going to go for it. I still think it's best to go for the Wax, because everybody else is just simply too difficult. But you never know. You never really know. I don't really want to put myself in the mind of a Wax Artist, to be honest with you. Yeah, it looks like he's just going to say, yeah, that's just too hard. Even if it's bad matchup, the area is just a little bit too good. So we're going to lock down Skyfall's Cypher here first before anything else. And then we're going to move toward... Yeah, we're going to see Lantis move all the way into the graveyard area here. Going to be hugging the window a little bit here. Going to be actually moving toward Lantinus, which I don't really think is the best chase target here. I'm going to be so honest with you. I don't think this is the best chase target. Puppeteer would be way better. And you're still be chasing Graveyard as well. This is a very good spot to go versus Wax as well. You always want to go toward this back area first. Once again. Lanternus, where... Bro. Come on, bro. That was the most obvious. Like, just what? Just pull the image. I don't understand. Just pull the image. Oh, you're lucky. You are so lucky, Netta, that they messed up the warp. Oh my gosh, you're so lucky. That's huge. You were dead. Netta was dead. Like, unless they hit the clutchest flywheel of all time, they were dead. But now they get to keep their flywheel and the wax stars. Like, nah, bro. That's luck. That's luck. That's... The gods are smiling upon GH today, I guess, because that was some insane levels of luck. Truly. That is nothing but Hunter air right there. We're gonna lock down this pallet here. Probably gonna go for Living Image. Living Image. Okay, come on, Lantern ability. We need to use the Lantern's ability so we can guarantee the 100 lock. We need that. Starting to lose it though. 40, 32, 24. Okay. Let's see. Only 78 though, only 78. Yeah. Very solid. Forces it once again. All the way over there. Okay, this kite is huge, all because he messed up his warp. Look at that, dude. It's already been another 60 seconds, all because he messed up the warp. Truly, the gods are smiling upon GH today, bro. Truly they are. We still have Flywheel. Living Image actually comes back in just a few more seconds, so if we can kite just a little bit longer, which we should be able to do. Oh my goodness. Living Image almost here once again. 82, 92, is it enough? We missed the flywheel, no! We almost had Living Image. Dang, that's an extremely long kite though, and it's only because the wax messed up. Neto should have been dead so early. Neto messed up so hard, but Sukiyaki also messed up. The problem was Sukiyaki's mistake was far worse than Neto's. Neto's was one that's recoverable, clearly. Sukiyaki's was not. This should be a 3 escape. This should 100% be a 3 escape. At the very best, it's a tie. There's no possible way for GH to get 3 killed. The only way is Terra Shock. But we give out a free rescue here. Skyfall's going to start body blocking this wax. He'll hit Skyfall. Yup, Skyfall, careful now. Careful now, Skyfall. Still going after our Lantinist, of course. We have Living Image once again. We still have plenty of pallets here. There's Living Image. Gonna have to go for Living Image. No swing just yet. TPing to Little Boy here. But they popped the Cypher in time! Oh, they popped... That's huge. No, that's GG's. That should be GG's. That should just be GG's. Straight up, that should be GG's. Last Cypher, of course, is 88. I don't know where it is, but Lantis is pushing it. I think it's primed. Yeah, I think it's primed. Focus. Grave just says focus. Do they just pop here? I mean, that would kind of set up Little Boy. Genuinely, that kind of set up Little Boy. Neto is here? Really? Interesting. All right, they pop. Okay, Sukiyaki's dead. Like, there's nothing that they can do. This could genuinely be a 4 escape. This could genuinely be a 4 escape, all because he missed his warp. That is crazy that all because he missed a single warp. One singular missed warp is all it takes, bro. Wow, that's actually kind of sad, I can't lie. I really wanted GH to win this, just because, you know, I really want to see Skyfall go far. But seeing it happen from Hunter Air and not due to their own skill, I mean, just don't get me wrong, she cut it very, very well. But it's mostly due to, oh my gosh, they're gonna try to body block. Oh my gosh, they're actually gonna try to 4, and I think they get it. Sukiya, what's going on? Why are we? It's a 4. I don't know what the heck happened to Sukiyaki, but oh my gosh, GH Hunter only needs a single kill now. Actually, wait, no, they just win. I just realized, no, they just win. Right, because of the 3 kill in round 1. Oh my gosh, there isn't even a second half. They just win. Wait, that's absolutely huge. That is actually huge for GH. They just beat FT, which was seeded first for this tournament. I guarantee you they were seeded first for this tournament. They're like this, like FT is SEA's B4U, bro. That's basically like GH just beat B4U. That's huge. That's basically what it feels like. Oh my gosh, that is huge for Skyfall. That is absolutely, absolutely huge for Skyfall. Oh my goodness, huge congratulations to Skyfall. They're not out of the woods yet though. They still have to win the last set of the day. Now we have to see who they're gonna go up against. Let's take a look at the next set so we can see who GH will be meeting in the finals. All right, here we go. It's gonna be between AR and AL for the second matchup here of the day. Now, we're seeing Seer, Arrow, Archer, and Knight bands. We got Puppet, Enchantress, Mage, and FO. This is, of course, the second set. Now, there is no Skyfall, no FT.
A Hell Ember? Is it?
What? Look at him, bro. Look at Leo. I've never seen Leo's animation before. Round 1 Hell Ember?
We're here to document it. A Hell Ember by ducks. Wow.
You know what? I'm ready for it. Let's see it. Let's see it, bro. Yo, I kind of hope AO wins so Skyfall has to fight against a freaking Hell Ember. That's going to be so funny, bro. Bro, round 1 Hell Ember. I cannot believe that. Let's see what we got here. Detention, Insolence, Blink, Hunt, and Claustrophobia. We're going to be seeing a Borrowed Tide on the Puppet and the Officer. I don't know how you are supposed to stuff a Puppet, by the way. It's gonna be Borrowed Flywheel on the Patty Cakes, and then Flywheel Tide on the Magician here. Audience Effect on every single survivor, Healing on the Patty and the Officer. Great Power on the Puppet, and then Weber's on the... Oh, well, Weber's automatically on the pathway to Flywheel there. Okay. I mean, hey, I'm excited to see the Leo. I really am. This is the first time Leo's... I don't think Leo was played last year in co-op, to be honest with you. I don't remember what hunters weren't played last year in co-op, but I know for sure that Leo... At least I think he was not played at all last year in Koa. I think he was actually one of the characters that was not played at all last Koa. So that is going to be very interesting to at least see one Leo this Koa. Very, very exciting here. Now let's see what he can cook up here. Now the question is also, is he going to rock the Moonface skin? All the craziest Leos rock Moonface. They always, always, always rock Moonface. Will it be Moonface or Puppet? Surely one of the two, right? Let's see here. Or are we going to break the standards? Are we gonna break tradition today? Nope. Traditions are meant to stay. Traditions are here for a reason, bro. It's gonna be Moonface. It's always Moonface, bro. I'm telling you. It's always Moonface, and it's always the gardener accessory. I don't know what it is. All Leos like share the same brain cells. Like every single cracked Leo, every cracked Leo's like, bro, we gotta go Moonface. I don't know what it is. They just love it. I don't know where it comes from. I swear there's just like a secret underground Leo cult that just like they all just unanimously agree. Like they're all cracked at Leo and they're all just like, yeah, guys, we're all gonna play Moonface. Like that's it. We're gonna all play Moonface. He's chasing the officer. He's chasing the officer first. Okay. Sure. I mean, where's did the Flame Bro? Okay, no more Flame Bro. Flame Bro is gone. Didn't actually get the... Just take the vault? What? Just take the vault. You make it. Hello? Okay. I don't really know what's up with that. We've got our Puppet. Here we go. Swappity swap. Blink is going to be ready very, very soon. That vaulting speed's very, very fast. We should be able to blink right here, but the Enchantress is here as well. Okay, stuns. Trying to at least delay this blink and body block, at least until his watch is like, now the Enchantress can leave. Now she can leave. Yup. Now she can leave. Oh. Alright, blink. Flame Bro, Flame Bro, Flame Bro. Flame Bro. Oh, Flame Bro's too slow. Nah, Flame Bro's such an idiot, bro. Look at that Flame Bro. That Flame Bro's so dumb, bro. Flame Bro's so stupid, bro. Okay. Alright, no blink forced, unfortunately. No blink forced. But no embers for the camp. That's one really tough thing. No embers. And two, Puppet can now save. Puppet can very easily save. He can just Tide Center in, or he can just brute force through it. And oh, he didn't really get to use. I see the Vigilance. You see the Vigilance up there? He has Vigilance as well. Didn't really get to use much of his Vigilance. His Puppet is going to be destroyed by the, I'm assuming that's the Enchantress. And Puppet is here for the rescue. We do see Yuki here for the rescue here. Let's see. Dux is kind of in a bad position here. This is definitely going to be a tie most likely here. Yeah, this is definitely most likely going to be a tie. One more hit and we will see the full presence. So we will actually get the red Puppet unlocked here. Oh, they're going to save after half, actually. Yeah, they're just going to make use of Officer's extremely long chair time and just secure a tie. I mean, hey, I'm going to give it up. Leo still getting a tie in tournament is very impressive. Just getting more than that is going to be like next to impossible. Do we see the Lewis, though? Do we see the Lewis? Ooh, we don't see the Lewis, though. We do not see the Lewis. I think we know he's back there. I think we know. Are we not going to save it all? Are we really not going to save it all? Oh, my gosh. Oh, I know. We're trying to, like, We're trying to slingshot a little bit, or not slingshot, rubber band a little bit here. Okay. Are we really not gonna save it all? It's a bit of a surprise. Okay, puppet, and then throw the puppet up, and bro's just juggling the puppet for fun. Look at that. He doesn't know what to do. He's just like, oh, I'll juggle the puppet for fun. Why not? Look at that. He's just juggling. Bro's just juggling. He's like, yeah. Why did you want to go into Koa? I wanted to go into Koa so I could play my Hellumber and juggle the puppets. Bro thinks he's Mike Gaming, bro. Okay, nice flywheel here. Tries to bait it out, but unfortunately, a little bit of good patience there from Mia02. Let's see. Now we're gonna be cutting mid broken. Last cipher is, oh, double puppet here. Okay, that's the red puppet here. She should be, oh my gosh, that speed boost. Blink down the, what a terrifying blink, by the way. Blink down this Enchantress. Swapping to the puppet. Probably gonna try to force out a puppet. Wants to force a puppet. They still have 2 Titaners, that's the problem. Still 2 Titaners, gonna be very, very annoying. Should add pallets here as well, right? So plenty of pallets. Yeah, we got the Flame Bro out here. There's the Flame Bro, cheeky little Flame Bro. All right, break that Flame Bro, nice. Here comes the puppet. It's gonna be a puppet battle, bro. Battle the puppets. Let's see. Okay, that's honestly for the better. You just get hit by the Flame Bro, and then yeah, that was actually pretty smart from Yuki, letting the puppet or letting the Flame Bro hit him because there's just, you know, you might as well. And then you're gonna able to drop the pallet so that the Leo actually has to break it himself. This is a very, very long kite. They're actually able to fully heal up the Enchantress from a single Lewis. This just goes to show how bad Leo is, bro. Leo is just such a bad character, especially when you play him into like the top level survivors. We swap on back here. Enchantress here taking cut once again. Want to go for a little cheeky stun. And we're gonna break that puppet and then finally start getting back on these ciphers. I mean, he's doing a good job of delaying it. If nothing else, Leo's doing a very good job of delaying the end game. But unfortunately, there's just too many resources on the survivors. I mean, we still have 2 more puppets, 3 wands with a fly on this magician, 1 stun on our Enchantress. Like, this is just tough. This is very, very tough. Our ciphers are... Where are the ciphers? I see 2 of them. Where's the 3rd one? One's graveyard, one's middle, and then, oh, one is shack. Okay, I see. Okay, these are all somewhat close together, so this could be a very extended game here from this Leo. He's doing a very good job of delaying this this pop, like I was saying, but there's a difference of being able to delay the pop, but also get things out of it. The problem is he's up against rechargeable resource characters like Enchantress, and then Puppet after his bar time will get you know, 2 more Lewises back, which didn't. Oh, just an absolute nightmare for Leo, bro. Absolute nightmare. We're gonna be breaking the Puppet here with Jokra, and then we're probably going to be starting the final 7th cipher here. Yep, the 7th cipher has started, and unfortunately, Leo just doesn't have that level of pressure to really get to it. Both of his puppets are on cooldown. Going to be stunning one more time here, getting a little bit more flames in return, but the final cipher is now 90%. He's going to grab this red puppet, try to throw it all the way to the cipher. However, it's going to pop in time, so it's not ready. Flame Bro, pop. Yeah, that's not good enough here. We do have the blink. Puppet. Ooh, he tried it, bro. I respect it, Ducks. I respect that. That's the only way. That's generally the only way, bro. That's generally the only way. All right. Oh, wait, it's done. Oh my gosh, Dungeon's here. Dungeon's here. But there's a puppet at the gate, though, right? There's a puppet at the gate. They stopped the gate for a reason. I don't know why they stopped the gate, but I'm assuming they stopped the gate because there's a puppet there. Oh, there's a Flame Bro there. There's a Flame Bro. Okay. All right. All right. It does go down. Does go down. Very good timing from this Leo. Puppet here. Okay. I don't think he makes the gate, though. What was a second puppet? Let's see. Swappity swap. A stun. Ooh. Ooh. Hold on. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Hold on. Oh, this is risky, though. If it changes able to get out the gate, guess who can crawl to the dungeon? The puppet. Puppeteer can crawl to the dungeon. Stun. Flywheel. We get out. Uh-oh. 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 Puppet can get up. Puppet get up. Puppet get up. He gets up. He gets up. Oh, no, it's dungeon. He gets dungeon. No, Ducks. Oh, no. The 3. Poor Leo, bro. Oh, he needed that. He needed that tie, bro. That's so sad. Poor Leo, bro. Poor Leo. All right, round 1, second half here. Officer, Mage, Enchantress, Gardener. What's it gonna be here? All we need is a tie from Hessian here. We only really need a tie from Hessian. Let's see. Cueist. Cueist again. Wow, lots and lots of Cueist. I don't know what it is with the non-professional regions, but they keep giving Cueist a haircut. Look at that, bro. I swear he's gonna go bald one day, this guy. Wow, Cueist is a very, very good tie hunter. I always say this. Cueist is kind of just an auto tie, very hard to win for both sides. So with the triple tide, I mean, it's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be tough. Detention, Inso, Blink, Cueist, Destructiveness, Overwhelm, and Impulsive, of course. Tide borrowed on our Officer and our Mage. Tide Flywheel on the Gardener, and then Full Kite on the Enchantress here. Okay, now ideally when I play Cueist, I don't chase Magician, I don't chase Officer. Patty is hard, but it's possible. Gardener is the best chase target here, but only after her initial bubble pops. I think what we can maybe do here with Hessian is we can try to force out some items from the survivors here. Maybe like try to go for the Magician first, force out a wand, go for the Officer second, force out a watch, and then go for the Gardener, who will no longer have the auto bubble, because auto bubble is just, it's a little too much to deal with. It just really is. So not much you can really do about that. But we'll see how this Cueist has to play. Again, we only really need to see a tie from this Cueist, which, you know, 3 escaping Cueist, if the Cueist doesn't mess up, it's pretty hard, honestly. The biggest thing is you have to just kite very, very long, and, you know, it's very area dependent, matchup dependent, mind game dependent, so definitely possible, but not the easiest thing to do in the world. Cueist is just kind of a really, really consistent tie character. I don't know why I'm still seeing, oh, what the, hi, Gardener? What are we, hi? Yeah, oh, what? Okay. I think we're back. All right, I don't know what that was, but I think we're back. Let's see here. We're gonna be going for, I don't know. Both pallets in middle are dropped for our knee-jerk speed boost, which is kind of funny because the only one with knee-jerk is Enchantress, so only Enchantress will be able to make use of that. I don't really know why it's here for our Magician, but for some reason we're actually chasing the Magician first. I don't really agree with this. Like I said, we're gonna be, nope, Gardener. Yep, going for the Gardener. Yep, Gardener, get off your Cypher. Yep. Now the bubble should be popping soon. Perfect timing. Yeah, look at that. Cueist with the perfect timing there. He kind of used Blink as the counter there. It's very, very good to use Blink as the counter there. Just for that. Now let's see here. All right, we're not even gonna play the mind game. We're just gonna, you know what? Let me just get the Blink hit. Let me get my cue ball. Let's see here. Speed boost. Big jump. All right, vault that. And we probably are gonna see a cue ball here soon. Cue ball. Flywheel, do we make it to the... No, we do not, okay. That looks like a pretty fast down, all things considered, but the Cypher Rush is still pretty fine here. 70, 20, 50, 40. These are definitely fine for a Cueist. Of course, we remember we do have the triple tie center, so Mage can get the rescue first, Officer can get the rescue second, and Hessian only needs to tie. That's the biggest thing. We only need to tie, so there isn't really a huge incentive to get any like huge long kites. You do see the Enchantress finish up her Cypher. That Cypher gets reduced down to 32%. But as long as we tie with Hessian, we're all good. It's going to be just a fine rescue there. Very, very standard rescue. Just get the hit, get the rescue. Garden's going to die away from the Cyphers. Actually, she's dying in the middle. But I think she wants to... yeah, I don't... What the heck? What are we doing? Okay, I don't really know what this is supposed to be. And Enchantress here to start harassing through the walls. Very effective harasser. Let's try to go for the Flywheel first here. Flywheel to the pallet. That is literally a pallet stud and a half. Bro is in that. Hello? Bro is literally in that. Because I know if that's me, I'm in that. That's ridiculous. Okay, we're going to take the pathway back all the way to the Gardener. And Enchantress will not make it in time. There's definitely no chance she makes it in time. Gonna move all the way to the mid-broken chair. Cyphers 40, 17, and 6. They're quite low on Cyphers right now, and because the Enchantress took damage, it means the Cueist now has quite a good buff. So this is actually looking quite good for the Cueist here. AR is looking like they're gonna win this set already just from round 1. Obviously, games are not over until it's over, but you never really know here. Let's see. Here comes our Officer. Everybody's injured, bro. Everybody's injured. That means Cueist can get maximum buffs. This is max buff Cueist. Cue ball. Bubble. Nice bubble. I don't know. I don't know what that was supposed to do. I don't know why we bothered bubbling if we're just going to get hit by the cue ball anyway. I don't really know what that was supposed to be. Well, Ciphers are garbage. Like these are trash. Like I'm sorry, these are terrible. This should be a 4 kill. If this is at the very best, this is a 1. The only way that Cueist does not 4 kill this is if the survivors somehow just become God. That is the only way. They have to rotate, they have to heal, and they have to kite forever because yeah, these ciphers are trash. They're just so bad. Don't really know where Hessian is going. Hessian is a little bit lost, I'm not gonna lie here. Yeah, definitely a little bit lost. We do see Magician at middle. Are we gonna go for Magician? We're gonna hop inside this line here. There's our Magician here. Pop on out right here, force him to take that vault. Ooh, almost got that little hit there. There's the blink. Still got 3 wands though. Still got 3 wands, and obviously Magician can deal with cue ball. Wand does kind of counter the cue ball. There's the wand, beautiful usage here, but cue ball once again. And now you're gonna try to force him back over to this side, which is gonna make things awkward because there is the cue ball. Very smart from this Cueist. That's what you can always do as well, is you can kind of manipulate survivors to make them jump into the cue ball there. That or they just kind of die away from it. So there's not really much of a choice that they really had right there. Gonna be sharing Graveyard here. Again, ciphers are really bad here. And we're gonna be trying to cut off the rescue immediately. Oh no, we're gonna lock off this cipher here. I see that 84% cipher, I believe, is back 8. Yep. Oh, there's the 3 stack. But now that cipher is only 69. 3 stack has been forced. We're gonna hop back inside of our line here. Got to make sure we gotta get this. So nice. Okay, let's get the damage off here. We definitely need that damage. There goes the Mr. Mage. Oh, scary. Very scary. Cue ball once again. There's the wand. Is it enough though? Ooh. Yep, there we go again. Bonk. All right. Let's see here. Officers are the only one who can save now, but there is no tide, and they still don't have a final cipher. This should be a 4 kill. This is a 4 kill. Absolutely 4 kill. We'll lock that off here. We're not gonna jump out. We're just gonna okay. No. Oh, that was smart. Nice. Good contact point usages here. We are just not using the officer watch. Interesting. I guess he realized that he's probably gonna take a hit there anyway, so it doesn't bother. Which is probably for the better, I would say, in this set here. Probably for the better. Big jumps here, big jumps. Oh, which side? Oh, but the line's gonna expire. Yep, there we go. Line's expired. Okay. Good try to kind of make it a little bit not obvious there. One more wand. Ah, that's good. That's a good wand right there. That's the kind of wand that you want to see. But unfortunately, because of the 2 injuries, the Cueist speed boost just lasts so long. And they still don't have ciphers. 2 people are injured, and Magician's in on chair. This is a 4 kill. This is absolutely a 4 kill. This is going to be a massive lead for the side of AR. I don't think it's possible for AL to come back. The only way AL comes back is if they are able to do the exact same reversal. That, of course, being 1 escape and 4 kill. That is literally the only way. We do heal up with our officer. I guess the only saving grace is we don't really know where they're hiding. That's the big thing. Where are they hiding? We do not know just yet. We're going to take a look around all these ciphers here. But they're hiding behind Shack, which is not the most obvious spot. Definitely not the most obvious spot of all time. We're a little bit lost. I'm actually going to skip ahead here because I don't want to watch just running around for 5 hours. Looks like we actually did hit the officer through the watch. It's pretty solid here. And we're going to continue going for our officer. There's no more watches, actually. No more watches on RFO. Cue ball here. Go there. And that should be a hit, baby. Very solid. And now we obviously do not chair. We're just going to try out for our Enchantress. Okay, this is going to be a slugging out gameplay. Slugging. I love slugging. Smack the Enchantress. Blink the Enchantress. And then pick up the Enchantress. Don't chair the Enchantress. Try to find the officer. Bro found a syringe. He heals. Hit him again. And then hit him again. And then Enchantress gets up. We're going to chair the officer. And now I think we'll let it play out here. Let's see. 12-minute Cueist game. Yeah, we're definitely saving a little bit of time here. Trying to find this Enchantress here. Dungeon is, of course, in the broken area of... Hold on. Wait. Bro, just go to the dungeon. Oh, never mind. Okay, no, we're going to continue bleeding out. Okay. That's fine. Hit the Enchantress. Oh, he has to chair. He'll chair the Enchantress. And we found the officer. Okay, it's a 4 kill. I was not about to watch all that, bro. Absolutely not. I already knew it was going to be a 4 kill. Unless they got a lucky dungeon. Okay. Not bad. That is 8-1. That is very, very good for Team AR here. All right, let's see what we got here. It's gonna be time for round 2 first half. It's gonna be Seer, Anti, Cordy, Archer, Ben here, betting a lot of stunners, but we still have the Norton coming out here. It's gonna be Cheer, Mercenary, Nort, and Wendington. Quite interesting. This is like a very hard Ivy counter, is it not? Feels like they're heavily leaning into Hessian's Ivy here. Yeah, will Hessian actually go Ivy? Probably not into this comp. Surely Ivy's just too hard. Sangria would be best. Yeah, Sangria, I fully agree. Sangria is best here. Okay, Prospector versus Opera is a pretty bad matchup for Prospector, but if Prospector has full kite, it's doable. He does have full kite. Okay. One thing about Prospector is usually when he comes out in a tournament, he's almost always full kite. We're gonna be seeing 3 snoozes on all the kiters here. Bard Flywheel on the Cheer, full kite on the Nort, Flywheel tied on the Wendy, and then Borrowed tied on our Merc. Detention trump card Blink on our Opera with Wanted, Destructiveness, Berserker, and Hunter's Instinct, of course, here. All right. Yeah, ideal chase target is probably going to be that Norton, though. Most likely Norton first. And I skipped past the animation this time. Don't ask why. I guess I'm just really excited to get into the next set because I need to see Skyfall again, bro. I need to see Skyfall again, bro. And I'm kind of locked in, bro. I'm a little bit locked in. Plus, this is going to be a very, very long video regardless. So, helps to skip through here a little bit. Alrighty. We're going to go straight for our Prospector here. Yep, going to go straight for that Norton here. Indeed, we got 1 magnet to work with here. Here's the first magnet. Let's see. Big stuff.
What the hell? That was a 20-second down.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, AL GG's. I mean, GG's, that's it. Like, GG's. GG's, bro. I told you guys this matchup was bad, but oh man, that was real bad. That was real bad. Ooh, that was real bad, bro. That was real bad. I feel so bad for Lucian. I really do. Because now people are going to remember that, and it's like, oh man, that's so sad. I hate to say it, but this is quite literally what I would say is just it happens to everybody. It really does. It really, really does. I feel so bad for Lucian. Oh, almost, bro. Magnet speed boost here. Yep. Or sorry, Cypher speed boost. Oh, it's just not enough though. Yeah. Yeah. AR already has a huge lead, and with that kite, bro, it's cooked. It's over. Like I can't imagine being the teammates. I can't imagine being the hunter of this player, and I can't imagine being the player itself. That's just so rough, bro. Oh man. I feel bad, bro. I really feel bad. Cause like the thing is, they almost had the stun. It was almost there, but just not quite. It was just not quite. It's just that's the thing, bro. This game is so technical sometimes that like you can quite literally just get cooked sometimes. It's just how it is. You can just quite literally just get cooked sometimes. And I'm sure there's plenty of times where this Prospector just goated and carried and done so much, but in this game, they just didn't get to play. That sucks, man. That really sucks. Opera has such a huge lead that was gonna heal, or it's gonna warp to the Mercenary, and we already know where the healing's come from. Nice Wind Blast on the Wendy. Very good adaptation here. Very fast drawing and very fast execution, but it doesn't matter, bro. It just doesn't matter. Pad from the Mercenary, but Opera's just too fast. He catches up instantly. All right. Nice. We just get the trade. It's a 4-kill, bro. It's a 4-kill. Like that down is just. It's basically like he just got Terror Shocked essentially, like within 10 seconds. That's just the total containment time of that Prospector was like 12 seconds maybe. It's just, oh man. I just feel bad, bro. I just feel bad. I can't help but picture myself if that was me, and like the amount of shame I would feel and the amount of embarrassment that I would feel. And all I could do is just beg for people to understand that it was just a bad game. That's all I could do. And you know what, bro? It happens. That's all I can say. It really happens to the best of us. I've even seen that happen to Kazuneko, bro. Like, Kazuneko is one of the most goated players alive, and I've seen it happen to Kazuneko. Like, it just happens, man. It really feels bad, though. It really feels bad, especially when you're this far down. The nerves are so high, and and then that just happens, man. It's just, it happens, bro. That's tough. All right, well, Cheerleader's gonna have to come in and get the rescue. We're running low on resources. Merc only has 1 pad. The ciphers are non-existent. I mean, it's GG's, bro. It's GG's. It's just GG's. I think this has probably been the most depressing co-op match I've seen so far. I've seen quite a few depressing co-op matches so far, but this one is, in terms of this year, this is the saddest. We're gonna warp right here. Yep, warp. Probably go for a cheeky stuff, or at least you could go for a double down if you want to. Nope, not gonna greed. Just gonna make sure we. Oh. Force out the beep beep. Okay, not too shabby. Not too shabby. Mercenary, of course, is dead on chair. Ciphers are 80, 70, and 50. It's just not enough, bro. It just isn't enough. Both are injured. Both have barely any items. It's cooked, bro. This should be the only way for AL to come back is their hunter. The only way. They have to 4-kill. If their hunter doesn't 4-kill, it is over. This is gonna put so much pressure on their hunter. It really is, because Hessian, this is 100% a 4-kill for Hessian. 100% a 4-kill for Hessian. This is looking like it's gonna be very hard for Skyfall too. I'm already thinking about the next set, because I think IR is definitely gonna make it. Yep. All right. Well, it's slugging time, baby. Let's get past this a little bit here. Catches up to the cheerleader. Cheerleader gets to kite a little bit. Gonna go back to the meteor. Nice fly out to the meteor, but she gets stuck inside of a freaking rock or the tombstone. Chairs the meteor so she doesn't fully slug. They have to pray for dungeon. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Does she save? Does she save? Does she? She has 2 beep beeps and a flower. There's a very good chance she actually gets this dungeon. Very good chance. There she is, though. There's the beep beep. I think if you're Hessian here, you keep cheerleader trapped here until your warp is ready. That's what you do. Yep. You get these shadows ready. Yep. Yeah. Okay, back. You just wait for the warp. Yep, you just wait for the warp here. You're cutting her off so far from the dungeon. It's basically the chances of cheerleader getting dungeon are so slow. Are very slim. Very, very slim. Basically what they need is for Opera to mess up. That's basically the only way. But slowly but surely Opera's cornering, and that is gonna be the 4-kill, bro. Yep. Good stuff to Team AR once again. However, the score is 13-1, which means unless AL 4 kills here, it is over. Okay. AR, what are we doing, bro? We are playing Thief. The worst character in the game in 2026. What does bro even do? Oh, Ivy. Yeah. What's the Thief gonna do, bro? What's the Thief gonna look at Creature Piercer, bro? Creature Piercer, bro. And Creature Piercer lagged the stream. Thanks, Creature Piercer. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it, bro. He's useless. Like, he's useless. Like, if there's a time to 4-kill, now's the time. I don't know if like Mia is actually a Thief player, if they think Thief is actually viable here, but Thief into Ivy is like probably one of the worst matchups in the entire game. I don't even know, bro. Like, why are we playing Thief, bro? Why are we playing Thief? Let's see here. It's gonna be a Tide Bard on the Grave and the Meteor, Bard Flower on the Weepy, and then a full kite Thief here. Full kite, cheeky Thief. The Tension Insolence Blink Ivy with Hunt and Berserker here. All right. I don't know if AR is trolling with the Thief pick and they think they can just guarantee get one. I really don't know why Thief is here. I really don't know why. I don't know if it's a genuine pick or if it's just a troll pick, but this is probably going to be one of, if not the only time we're ever going to be seeing Thief played in Koa 9, because he's so bad. He's so trash, bro. Thief is so trash. I really don't understand it, bro. I'm trying to wrap my head around the Thief pick, and I think the more that I think about it, the less I understand. I can only assume it's just there to troll. It's full kite Thief. Oh my gosh. I need a drink of water of this one, bro. Oh my. Hold on now. I mean, we're going for the Weeping Clown, 61. We might just force out a rocket here and then leave. I don't know. I want the Thief to kite. I just want to see the Thief do something, you know? I want to see the Thief do something because I think Thief is, like, kind of funny. Like, Thief is a good content character, bro. Thief, like, he is a great content character. Is he a good character? No. Do I like Thief? No. Is he funny? Yeah, he's pretty funny. He's pretty funny, bro. Like that's all Thief has going for him, is that he's pretty funny. That is it. That is all Thief has, that he's kind of funny. Is he even fun to play? I don't even know if I'd call him fun to play. He's kind of just funny. He's a good like joke character. Double spook here. This should be the hit. Flywheel. Nice flywheel into rocket. Beautiful. All right, hold on. If there's ever a time, if there's ever a time to try to get your 4-kill, this is gonna make it pretty tough. We've been doing very, very well here. Gonna just kind of trap himself here. That's fine. No rocket is ready just yet. Smackety smack. Main body scare. Oh, nice. Oh. Drop the pallet here. Force the hundo. We have blink though, but we have insta rocket. Okay, now blink. Okay, that's fine. Blink. We force the blink. 32, 66, 80, and 50 are the ciphers here. We break this pallet, and then we can just go for the cheeky chair here. I want to see Thief do something, bro. I want to see some Thief screen time. Even if all he does is or shakes his booty, I don't know, bro. I need to see like at least 1 second of screen time, bro. 1 single second of Thief screen time. Emote, Thief, emote. Go. Okay, he's just walking. That's fair. Don't emote in a tournament, bro. Please don't emote in a tournament. Oh my gosh. Please don't emote in a tournament. Oh man. Never emote in a tournament, bro. That's all I can say. All right, let's see here. Ciphers are, well, they're pretty good. Definitely tie ciphers. Is Thief gonna do anything? I don't think so. I don't think Thief's gonna do a gosh darn thing. Full presence. I'm gonna try to full presence the Weepy. Let's see. Scare. Full pres. Oh, never mind. We didn't have it yet. Okay, there it is. Full pres. Boom. There we go. Okay, for a second I thought we had full presence and we just didn't have it yet. Okay. Had to wait for the instance to go dong dong and let you know. Oh. Well, we see a pause here. Not really sure what's going on here. All right, well, pause is over now. Not really sure what that pause was for, but hopefully nobody was lagging out there. Weeping is gonna get shared here once again. Grave can now come in here for the rescue. Hi, Grave. Thief is gonna keep on pushing middle. Gosh darn stupid Thief. And then we're gonna pressure down Meteorologist here as well. Interesting. All right, pull back the if. We might go for the, yeah, we're gonna go for the Thief here actually. Smack that stupid creature. Stun. Oh, stun. Oh, I'm a Thief, bro. You guys like that one stun from the Thief? Yeah, that's all he's getting the entire Koa, by the way. I guarantee it, bro. If Thief comes out one more time, I don't even know, bro. I generally don't even know what I'd have to say. Generally don't know. Okay, we're gonna have to use a Whipping Cloud Rocket here. Oh, that was smart usage, very smart usage. Going for the stun and the speed boost, that was just very, very smart. Okay. Grave's gonna try to wrap up the middle cipher here. Oh, it's 96. Weeping. Just, wait, what happened there? Wait, why did Weeping run into, what? Oh, snap, creature. The flywheel, the smack on the, whoa. We're kind of greeting really hard here. We are greeting very hard. The problem is the second we chair the Weepy, they can pop. Yeah. They're gonna... Can Thief pop? Thief? Can you pop the cipher? They're leaving middle as their last? What the heck? They freaking clouded the Thief? Nah, bro. They clouded Thief. That's so dumb, bro. I guess Thief doesn't have borrowed, so I guess that kind of checks out. He's running on top of the cipher. Well, they're just gonna set up a new cipher while the Ivy is just gonna sit there. I mean, the second she switches targets, Grave will just pop. Grave is sitting literally right in front of her face and saying, if you leave, I pop. So Ivy just can't do anything. I guess she could blink the Grave, but then now Thief can pop, and it's just like, what can you do, bro? There's the full presence. Smack down that meteor. Can Thief pop? 1, 2, 3. Poppity pop. Yep, there it is. Creature Pearson pop, baby. Creature Pearson. Oh, go for the creature. Ooh, ooh, he dead. Bye-bye, creature. Ah! That's what he sounds like, bro. Definitely, trust me. That's what he sounds like. Okay, meteor on the gate. Gotta send that Yithian all the way to the gate here. Oh, but the Grave is here. The Grave is here to pressure. I think he's kind of saying, hey, make a choice. Go for the meteor or else I rescue this Thief. Yep. Again, all AR needs is 1. They only need 1. They only need 1. Grave is here. Let's see. TP. They push the Grave away from the... Oh. Oh, but the gate's 94. It's not enough. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. It's not enough. TP back. Blink is ready. She missed her blink. Thief is so bad, bro. Thief is so buns. What do you do? Bro, she missed her blink. He used flywheel. Yo, Thief is so buns, bro. Thief is absolute buns. Like, what does Thief even do? He's so garbage. He's so trash. Generally, I don't understand how the devs like look at Thief and be like, yeah, he's fine. He's fine, bro. He's fine. Thief truly self-heals here? Self-heal, self-heal, self-heal. Self-heal? No. Okay. Well, we're gonna rescue the meteor. Thief was rescued before half, right? Yeah, Thief was before half. Grave gonna get in the shovel. Dodges the scare. Smackety smack. That's all of his shovels, though. That's all of his shovels. Detention's out soon. Uh-oh. 8, 7, 6. She clouded. I think she clouded, but she leaves back. Yep, leave back. Grave can actually just go for the dungeon now, or go for the gate. Tablet there. Okay. He tried to break it. All right. Hold on. Wait a minute. There's actually a chance. There actually is a chance. There's a very small chance. All because they freaking played Thief. I don't know why they played freaking Thief. Oh, wait. No, that's it. Oh, no, it's not. It's not it. It's not it. It's not it. It's not it. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Where's the Yith? Where's the Yith? Where's the Yith? Oh, no, he makes it. He makes it. He makes it. Oh, that's it. Nope, that's it. The gate was just primed, basically. Oh, man. Well, that's going to be the win for AR, baby. That is the win for AR. That is pretty tough, bro. That is pretty tough. Final score, of course, is going to be 14-4. That is quite a tough set, bro. Very, very tough. But with that being said, it is now time to look at the final set of the day. All right, here we go. Last match of SEA qualifiers. Whoever wins this will be going to Koa, baby. It's going to be Meteor, Enchantress, Aeroplanist Officer versus this guy Cueist out here once again. Okay, Momoko went Cueist round 1 last time, I believe. So it's probably going to be kind of the same strategy out here. I don't think Cueist is that bad into this team comp at all. He can definitely try to get a cheeky win here. It's all just going to be about the mind games and the kites and the interactions in this game. Let's see here. I think the ideal chase target is either... Oh, that's tough here. I think after seeing the build, it's definitely going to be the Meteor, but I don't really know for sure. I haven't had enough Cueist practice to know who is more difficult, Meteor or Aeroplanist. I think they're both equally as challenging, but I don't exactly know for sure. It might just be more area dependent as well. But we're going to be seeing a Borrowed Time Tide, Wendy, Borrowed Flywheel, Patricia, Flywheel Tide on the Charles, and Borrowed Tide on our Officer Just, as Mr. Bob would call it, and then a Detention, Insolence, Blink, Destructiveness, and Impulsive build from the side of this Cueist here. Okay, so what we need to see for Skyfall's team, GH, to get in here is we're going to need to at least see, ideally, a tie. Hopefully a 3-kill or 4-kill would be best situation. If we get 3 escape, that's definitely gonna be very, very bad to start things off with here. We really do not want to get 3 escaped. But you know, last time I think it was 3-kill in round 1. Let me look at my gosh darn notes here. Oh my goodness, I just realized I have notes for this exact purpose. I love writing down notes so I can reference things. Yeah, it was a 3-kill. It was a 3-kill. Sorry about the gosh darn paper. You want to hear even more paper? You guys want to hear my Yu-Gi-Oh cards real quick before the Cueist gets there? Ready for this? Ready? Go! Yu-Gi-Oh cards! That's my Yu-Gi-Oh card deck. This is 6 Samurai deck. It's not very good. Okay, well, it's okay, but my roommate's deck kind of counters mine, and it feels bad because I can't win against hers very often unless I draw a really good hand. Anyway, enough about Yu-Gi-Oh Kaiba. We're going to be looking at the Enchantress taking Kite here for start. We've got a lot of contact points to work with, but we're not going to initially lock out any ciphers. We might actually lock Corner House here after we get a few more pallet breaks here. Let's see. I would move to lock off Corner House. Yeah, lock off Corner House. Go for the Wendy here for a little bit. We did kind of give the Enchantress a free stun, which is definitely not the best. I also personally would have jumped on the other side. That way we could force out the meteor to not chase, or to not have to chase her inside corner house, but there should be a blink right here. Nice blink. She tries to reposition herself away from the blink, but of course Momoka does not miss it, which is very, very solid. We're gonna go upstairs. Very solid contact point here, but the Wendy's gonna go for the cloud. But you know, Cueist can also do a little bit of flight simulator out here. We're gonna be seeing the cue ball here. Boop, cue ball, and see ya. There should be a guaranteed hit. Boop, there we go. The Enchantress is here, though. The Enchantress is here to harass for a little bit. You gotta respect the Enchantress. Yep, gotta respect the patty cakes. Here she is. What are we gonna do about it, Momoka? Charge attack. Ooh, nice flywheel. Beautiful flywheel utilization here from Momoka. Let's see, once again. Scared of that pallet, bro. We're scared of that pallet. Yup. Always give your harassers time to use the pallets. Or a chance to use the pallets, I should say. 3-stack is available. We can... Yup, if we stun, they'll fall right into it. Yup. Pallet stun? Is that... No, wait, I don't think he's in that, right? He's not. Okay. Well, there's one more stack remaining, but I think the Enchantress she's gonna pull off. She's like, yeah, it's a little too risky right now. Let me just... I did my job. Let me go get healed and allow my teammates to get these rescues out here. That was a pretty good harassment, honestly. That was a pretty solid harassment from the Enchantress, especially since she didn't go down. Of course, failed harassment is one of the scariest ways to lose as a survivor. So, making sure your harassment is on point, especially with Mia here, is very important. We're gonna heal up our Enchantress here. Here we go. And okay, that's fine. I didn't really see how arrow came in exactly. Kind of looked a little bit jank, but it's fine. Patty Cakes is here once again. We got one stun remaining. Let's try to actually go for some body blocks. Gonna eat the cue ball here. We're gonna actually take the hit on it though. Take the hit. Yep. That's a little bit of a... Oh, that's a little bit tough, because now we're going to heal up the Enchantress, means next hit is going to be a 3-stack here once again. Pardon me. However, in this case, it means that Wendy needs to kind of kite on her own for a little bit. We have one more Wind Blast to utilize here. Let's see it. Beautiful Wind Blast right there. Very, very solid Wind Blast. Is it enough, though? We have a lot of injuries across the board, so that will be the kill onto our Meteor. And Officer can get the next rescue, and then maybe Enchantress can go for a little bit more harassment afterwards. But the Cypher Rush is... pretty slow here. Pretty slow from the side of AR, which is very good for Momoka here. Very, very good for Momoka. Enchantress going to keep on pursuing, or sorry, decoding the middle cipher as our Officer comes on in here. As a reminder, do not use Officer Watch when the Q is inside the ball. You saw the Officer just kind of use it right there. It doesn't do anything. You actually have to wait not only until he's out of ball, but until he's completely out of ball. And what I mean by that is, if you use the Officer Pocket... Terror Shot? Oh, that would have been crazy. If you use the Officer Pocket Watch when he's in the getting out animation, it actually doesn't register. What you have to do is you have to use the Officer... Wow, eating the ball again. That's pretty funny. We actually are going to hit her, even though it gives it a 3-stack. I don't know about that. But yeah, it's... What was I talking about? I forgot. Oh, no. This is not good. I forgot what I was talking about. Uh-oh. This is what I get for staying up until 6 in the morning to watch Call of the Abyss. Dang it, and I think I was cooking something up too. All right, let's see here. Do we have cue ball? It's the cue ball right here. Nice. Yep, I did the exact same thing. Boop-a-da-boop. Very solid. I was about to remember what I was talking about, but I still forgot. I'm still forgetting. I'm trying to remember, but I don't remember what the thing that I think. Oh, right, the Officer Pocket Watch. Yeah. You have to wait until the animation of him getting out of the ball is fully complete before the Pocket Watch can actually be used. So if you try to, get him while he's in the getting out animation, it will not register and he will be able to see you. So just a fun little Cueist fact for you guys. If you play First Officer into Cueist or even have a Pocket Watch for like a lucky guy, make sure to, good blink, make sure to use the Pocket Watch after he's fully got out of the ball. It's going to be a lot harder that way because, he can catch up to you very fast or he can even blink you afterwards. But if you do want to get the full use of the Pocket Watch, that is what you have to do. Now, this is going to be a very good position for Momoka here because we have a chair on the final cipher. We're going to be seeing Jokra move to a new cipher there at Dancing Geisha, which is at only at 0%. Of course, we are aeroplanist with a little bit faster decoding and the accelerator decoding as well. So we're going to need to see just a good, clean hit here. This should be a 3-kill. I'm gonna assume this is gonna be a 3-kill from the side of Momoka here. We're gonna start moving around, going for the aeroplanist here. Again, everybody's injured, so we need to start healing. This is when you start getting to those healing stages here. Aeroplanist, of course, does have a good amount of resources. Officer still has one more watch. Enchantress will be 1 hit away from a 3-stack. Hover here. Nice, beautiful hover. They're kind of running into each other though. Hold on. Okay, we've burned out the Aeroplanist here. Are we gonna go for the Enchantress? No, gonna go for the Officer here. It's gonna be the Officer. Locking down the Cypher here once again. We see the Officer. Yep, jump out right here. Break that pallet. Honestly, I would just leave. Yep, I would just leave. He already used his watch. That's all you needed. All you needed, bro. Okay. Now you want to go for Enchantress. No one's on that Cypher, buddy. Oh, yeah, no one's on that Cypher. I don't know if he sees the Charles on the new Cypher. There's the cue ball. Nice. Should be a guaranteed hit right here. Guaranteed hit. Beautiful. Everybody's now injured again, which means maximized buffs. This is when we go for the... does he not notice the Aeroplanist Cypher? I don't think he does. I honestly don't think he noticed the Aeroplanist Cypher. He's going to go for the Officer here now. Officer, of course, has Tram to work with here. Very lucky for this Officer, I'm not going to lie. Tram kind of saving his life here. 100% saving his life here. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate. There's the cue ball. Oh. I actually did not know about that interaction. Okay, good to know. I actually had never seen that before. That is good to know. That cue ball just kind of robs you off the Tram. All right, well, it still stalled for a lot more time than he'd actually live for. So we're going to share the Officer out right here. Cypher over at Aeroplanist is 50%. We have 3 contact points. We're just going to leave. Yeah, leave to the Cypher. This is what you do as a Cueist. Leave to the Cypher here. Aeroplanist needs to last as long as possible, but the problem is there's Blink. Blink here, Blink here. Nice Blink. Okay, Momoko doing very, very well. 42% on the Cypher. We want to share out over here. We're kind of forcing the Rescuer onto this Enchantress, making her job very, very difficult. But with all these stacks, it's getting a little bit harder here. Let's see. We're in this really good Rescuer position. Let's go for one here. Yep, start getting that lock off ready. Oh, but Enchantress is on the Cypher with the 3-stack. That's very smart. They knew the Cueist was going to switch targets, and now the Officer who's injured is going to go for the save. But this is a little trickier now, because now you're stuck chasing an Enchantress who has items, and you don't really want to do that. So this is actually a very good mind game from the side of AR. This is actually really, as you can tell, halting a lot of the momentum here from Momoka. I think it's very important that we... Oh, wait. They just killed the Officer. Yep. They just assassinated Officer, essentially. Okay. I would Cueist, what? Huh? What? Okay, pause. That looked really jank. I've never seen that before. Oh, okay. Pause is done. That looked really jank. All right, Officer's dead on chair. Let's move on backward toward the patty cakes. I think she's actually gonna be able to pop in time. I'm gonna be real with you. I think she can pop in time. Let's see. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. She's going so fast. Oh my gosh. Cue ball. Oh, she got the reduction. He got the reduction. That's huge, actually. Okay, she can't pop. Yep. The reduction just in time, bro. Just in time. Although leaving back to the Aeroplanist? No, it's a trick. It's a trick. Yep, it's a trick. It was all a trick. I've deceived you, said drowsy Pokemon. One more 3-stack. 3-stack again. Yo, this Cueist, bro, is going through it. He is going through it today, bro. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. We're going to lock off the Cypher once again. Not quite. We're actually going to be going back to our Aeroplanist here. Let's see. Big jump. No. Not yet. We have the cue ball on the Cypher. Now we're going to reduce it again. Very smart from our Cueist here, but he's kind of running out of time here. He needs to down somebody. He needs to either down the Enchantress or the Aeroplanist, otherwise it's going to be a 3. And he doesn't want the 3, he wants the 4. That's the biggest thing. He wants the 4. Break the pallet, jetpack. We have cue ball the Enchantress. Get her off that Cypher. Aeroplanist should be dead here. Flywheel. Beautiful flywheel from the side of Jokra, but it's not going to be enough. It is not enough. Now we can go and leave toward the Enchantress. We know exactly where she is. This is going to be a 4 kill. Let's start skipping past here a little bit. Yep, they just surrender, I'm imagining. Yes, they do. Okay, beautiful start for GH. This is actually really, really huge. Here we go. Game 1, second half. After a 4 kill like that, all Skyfall's team GH is going to need here is a single person out, which is definitely doable. I think it might have also been wise to go for an Embalmer play here, if I'm being completely real with you, but it looks like we're not going to be going for something like that. It's going to be Archer, Perfumer, Mage, and officer here. All right, and it's gonna be the Goatman from the side of Hessian. All right, can they get a single person out the gate versus a Goatman? I mean, with Perfumer, Mage, Officer, Archer, I would say yes. This team is very good against Goatman. They should be able to get one out, but at the end of the day, it is still Goatman, which means it's going to be tricky. Very, very tricky. It's just the big thing about Goatman and Opera and other strong characters like that is like you can play them into a full team of counters and still win just because the characters are that good. Let's see here. It's going to be Borrowed Tide on our Officer, Tide Knee Jerk on both Mage and Perfumer, Borrowed Knee Jerk on our Archer. So it looks like they were not really expecting the Goatman here. Probably expecting an Opera Singer or something. I don't know. They all have Knee Jerk, which is not nearly as good versus Goatman as Flywheel. And it's going to be Detention, Trump Card, Peepers, Wanted, and Hunter's Instinct here for this Goatman here. I see. Lots of empathy, airwalk, healing, and all sorts of little secondary traits here from this team. Airwalk is a bit of a weird one. I don't really know why people are bringing airwalk in tournament. I've been seeing it like a little bit more, but I don't really know why. I really don't know why. I wish I could tell everybody why airwalk is there. I don't know why. I really genuinely do not know why. I'm assuming it's maybe just like for hiding purposes or rotating purposes, but I don't know. I would need to actually talk to the players and ask why the heck are you bringing airwalk, because for me personally, I've always considered airwalk to be basically a useless trait, except for on certain characters like FO, Explorer, arguably Antiquarian because she has built-in airwalk so you can stack it, and then maybe like a couple other characters, maybe like Decoders. I think it's fine on Decoders or people that try to hide. But you know, like bring it on kiters for me, I just don't understand. It's kind of weird to me. Like kiters, you want to get spotted, bro. You want to take chase. That's your whole point. Is you kite. You know, why are you trying to hide, bro? Let the Explorer do that. Okay, we're looking towards Skyfall here. Skyfall is not going to be greedy at all for that middle cipher. You know, Skyfall, not greedy, bro. If there's anything that Skyfall is, it's not greedy. You know, they're always practicing and saying, hey. No greedy. I say always preaching, so now they got to practice what he preaches and say no greedy. Here come the Perfumer. I don't think that Goatman can really do much until she's into cooldown. Now that she's in cooldown, maybe now we can get it. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. We got it, bro. We got it. Very, very solid from Gajay. Or sorry, I say Hessian, my fault. We kind of just need to use Perfumer's buff here. That's the only thing we can do is Perfumer's buff. Perfumer buff. Okay, break the cage of Perfumer buff, but it's not enough time. If this was Super Fumer, because this is just buffed Perfumer, but this isn't Super Fumer, get it? Haha, Super Perfumer, Super Fumer. It isn't Super Fumer yet. It isn't like the 3 second or like 3.5 second shield or whatever how long it is. It's only like the 2 second shield. So the shield is not as buffed in this tourney server right now. Skyfall, what the heck am I looking at? Okay, this is the second time this has happened from Skyfall, which is just going to lead to yet another beautiful rescue. Continue to go after Gajay here. We have one more perfume remaining. Are we going to try to use it? We are not. In fact, we are just going to take the hit and die away. Ciphers are a wee bit short here, just a wee bit short. We're going to be dying off toward the island area. We're going to send in the Magician to rescue up next. Oh, but the Archer is here as well. This will force out at least one single cage. Hi, Nedu. We see you, buddy. Oh, damage instead. Okay, hold on. Oh. This is going to be a little tricky, though. Hold on. A little bit tricky. All right. Don't give up yet. Don't give up yet. Oh. Try to break the cage. Oh, but now Archer's like, yo, don't break the cage, don't break the cage. Now he has to break it. Yeah, yep. Very smart, very smart. Okay. Good communication from the side of GH. That's very, very good communications. Good comms. Very good comms. If Archer had Flywheel, this would be way easier for her to harass, and this is why I prefer Full Kite Archer in round 1, if we're going to play Archer in round 1. She can get away with Borrowed Flywheel, but I think Full Kite Archer is the most consistent in round 1. Of course, we're going to allow Little Boy to come in here next with the Magician. Oh, he missed the timing, unfortunately. He tried to go for the insta-cage or the backdash or backstep into instant cage trick, but unfortunately misses the timing. If you do it too early, of course, you only get the chip, and then the cage will come up afterwards. Whoa. Cage break. Oh, he hit the shield. He actually hit the shield that time. Okay. What? Okay. I don't know what I just witnessed. This is looking very bad for GH. This is looking very, very bad for GH. They are 100% behind on ciphers. They are, well, no, I take that back. They're not 100%, but they are 60% behind on ciphers. These ciphers are pretty bad, actually. Pretty bad ciphers. I mean, Perfumer's Kite just wasn't the best. It isn't buff Perfumer. If this was buff Perfumer, it was gonna be way harder for Hessian to do much here. Way, way, way harder. Where is the Magician? There he is. No flywheels to speak of, which means it should be a hit. Yep. Should be a hit indeed. Yeah, we see Skyfall here. Skyfall gonna go. Oh, Skyfall. Skyfall! Wait a minute. Skyfall. Wait a minute. Was that, dare I say, a little greedy to try to get onto that cipher? Skyfall. Greedy? There's no way. There's just no way. He's no greedy himself. There's no way he'd get greedy, right? But now Skyfall's out of a watch. There's no more watch. This is a very high chance they're gonna get forward. Very high chance. Uh-oh. Skyfall. A Skyfall! No! Skyfall! Oh, that's not good. That's not good, bro. That's not good. Okay. Ciphers are looking better here, but we have all of our traits ready. Archer's gonna have to try to get this save, but there's the Magician. Oh, and the Abnormal. Oh, no. Oh, it's gonna be up to Nedu. It's all up to Nedu now. This entire game, the entire game is now up to Nedu. If we can harass, it all comes up to Nedu. We're thinking about going for Mage. We're thinking about it. We're thinking about it. We're thinking about it. We're thinking. We're not thinking anymore. We're gonna go. We're gonna commit. We're gonna Black Cage. We're gonna. Oh, that's gonna be a. What? Oh, that's his wand. I was like, what the heck? I thought that was him breaking the cage, but it's just him being a doofus. I don't even know, bro. Okay. Out of wands. We're no more wands. Down goes the Magician. Okay. We heal up Skyfall, though. Problem is Skyfall doesn't really have any items. And we're dead on the chair here once again. Archer. Okay, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. That could have been a game-changing arrow. Genuinely could have been it, because the Goatman is like completely out of energy. That could have been a game-changing arrow, bro. Game-changing arrow. This is most likely a 4. This should be a 4. This should be a 4 kill. Okay, Black Cage. Archer. One more arrow. Why would we slow vault? Why would we slow vault there? I don't understand. I do not understand why we would slow vault. Okay. Well, middle is definitely not popping anytime soon. I don't know what cipher is 70. I'm going to assume it's upstairs 2-story. No, it's corner house. Abnormal middle cipher again. Yeah, upstairs 2-story is only 34. Dang, bro. The ciphers just aren't enough. They just aren't. They just simply aren't. We can't save. Yeah, this is tough. This is very hard. It's just the fact that there's no item on Skyfall just makes this match so much harder. We really need items, bro. We really, really need items. Okay. And there goes the Mage. Yep, that should be it. That should be the 4 kill. Dang, that's tough. They only needed 1, but they got forward, bro. They only needed 1, but they got forward. I don't know if I would have picked this team comp, honestly. I feel like we needed to pick a bit more consistent options here. At least, like, I think a Bomber would have been good, potentially. A Bomber's very good on this map versus Goatman. I think a Bomber would have been really, really good here to try to get 1, potentially. It's just the Perfumer's Kite, which is not the best, and then everything else. Oh, yeah. The Archer missed quite a few arrows as well, which is just not the best. We see Skyfall, but it's kind of cooked at this point, bro. They can get 1, barely, maybe, but it's going to be so hard. They're going to split the ciphers both at 60. Archer, I see you. But now Skyfall should kind of just explode. Skyfall needs to last. It's going to be really hard, though. Can we last? Nope, we cannot. Okay. Unfortunate. I had to yawn there for a second. Oh my goodness. It is 6:30. I have been up all night watching Call of the Abyss. I just want to see if Skyfall wins, bro. Little boy getting on the gosh darn tram. Does he see it? He knows. He knows. Little boy got fall. Okay, but we're inside. We're inside 11 though. We're inside 11. Hold on. We're inside 11. Okay. Interesting. The problem is little boy's not even close to the dungeon. No items. You're trapped here. Cage will be ready, and that should be death. Yep. Okay. That's a 4 kill. A bit unfortunate for GH though. Okay, it's gonna be a tie now. Gonna be a tie. All right. Oh, Skyfall. Oh boy. I see you, bro. I see you have a doctor on your team. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. Okay, I don't really actually agree with the Prospector pick here, if I'm being fully honest with you. I think Enchantress or Anti is way better, especially against the Hullabaloo. I fully agree that Antiquarian and Enchantress would be far, far better. I don't really know why we're picking Prospector over them in this round. I think Prospector's fine for round 3, but not really so much for round 2. Hullabaloo, though. Hullabaloo, again, he can still work. He can definitely still work, and especially versus Doctor, it is one of her bad matchups, so... yeah, I think they ban out the Sangria, but they get the Hullabaloo. This is a bit of a risk from the side of Hessian, however, it could definitely work. I think the biggest thing here for the Hullabaloo is you can actually chase anybody. You can chase the Doctor, you can chase the Prospector, you can chase you can chase them all. Hullabaloo can generally chase all of these characters. If you chase Grave, it means they don't have a super strong rescue, which means you can double down. If you chase Doctor, it means you don't have to deal with her stupid healing later in the game, which is pretty solid. If you chase the Norton, he only has 1 item, so he just kind of explodes and dies. Puppet would probably be the hardest chase, but if you chase Puppet, you also get like 10 billion presents as a Hullabaloo, so you don't really mind it too much. It's going to be a tied knee-jerk on the Lewis with Doctor, borrowed tied on the Grave with Empathy and Healing, borrowed knee-jerk on the Doctor with Doctor, borrowed flywheel on the Prospector with Muscle Memory and Healing, and then an Inso, trump card Peepers, Wanted or Destructiveness, Hunter's Instinct build from the Hullabaloo here. I definitely don't disagree with a build like this at all, especially when you're up against a team comp like this, and Peepers will just help you deal with the vaults and the hiding behind things and getting the clone snipes. So Peeper just synergizes very, very well with a kit like Hullabaloo's. Now, of course, this is 18-second double surprise cooldown Hullabaloo, which means he's definitely at his weakest. But as I always say, people always tell me Hulla's garbage, Hulla's garbage. I still think he's a very good hunter. Do I think he's S tier anymore? Not really. I think he's well, okay, live server Hullabaloo I think is still S tier. I think tourney server Hullabaloo is probably A+ tier because of how long his cooldown is. But live server I would still say is like S- or something, just because his double up potential is just absolutely insane. And also he has quite a few good matchups across the board still at the end of the day. There are still quite a few characters that he counters that are pretty strong in the meta. And I don't know, I still think Hullabaloo is very, very strong. Just not nearly as much as it used to be, but here we go. Skyfall is going to be taking Kite here. Definitely not unheard of here. It's going to be, let's see, Sky taking the Kite inside Grave here. He's going to be spamming all these pallets. Yeah, just start spamming pallets, Skyfall, exactly. Just spam the pallets, saying, help me, help me. Probably just asking his teammates maybe to try to drop some pallets for him. Just spamming pallets. Yep, just spam pallets. Spam pallets, Skyfall, spam pallets. Okay. Wait, go to the pallet. What the heck? Go to the pallet. Go to the pallet. Go to the pallet. Skyfall, go to the pallet. Skyfall, the pallet. The pallet, Skyfall. No, Skyfall, the pallet. Okay, wait, the corner. Unfortunate. Oh, why didn't he not go to the pallet? I don't understand. Skyfall, Skyfall, Skyfall. Whoa, Skyfall. Go, the pallet, bro. The pallet was there. You just saw the pallet, bro. The pallet. Okay, there's a pallet there. All right. Shovel is back here. Drop the pallet. Yup. Shovel, please shovel. Please shovel. Skyfall. Okay. Okay, now we have the pallet. Go to the pallet. Pallet. Oh, okay, that's fine. One more tap. Okay, double up. That's a pretty decent kite, though. That's a pretty decent kite. The biggest thing is only Lewis can rescue and then they have to sell. That's fine. This is a tie. This is a tie kite. That's tie kite. Very good kite from Skyfall. Unfortunately, they only have one more Tide Tenor, and Puppet does have does have Wanted Order, but it should be fine. That was a good kite. It was a very good kite from Skyfall here. Let's see, Lewis. Ooh, the terror shock onto the Lewis. Ah, use your Puppet. Oh no, that's really bad. Oh no, bro, that's so bad. The terror shock into the double up hit without the Lewis. That's really bad from Little Boy, bro. That's really bad from Little Boy. We see a magnet from the Prospector, but harassing it. Hullabaloo is just pretty hard, bro. Maybe? Nah, it's just, you're not close enough, Nedu, not close enough. This is where Enchantress and Anti would be way, way, way better. Oh, this is not looking good, bro. This is not looking good. That double down really hurt. It really, really hurt. We do keep the Puppeteer self-heal, thanks to the Doctor, but this is tricky. Let's see here. Cross. Okay. Uh-oh. No! Why would you vault that? No, no, what? No! Bro, this was a tie! Why would you ever vault that? Just go around. I guess he didn't think he's gonna make it, but like at that point, just don't mess around with the Hullabaloo. Just walk around. Oh my. Brother. Too many mistakes, bro. Too many mistakes on the side of GH. This is so sad. They're gonna get 4-killed again, bro. This is a 4-kill. Yeah, this is a 4-kill. 100% a 4-kill here. You can kill the Daunch. Stun, kill the Daunch. Bye-bye, Daunch. I do like seeing Daunch die, though. I'm not a fan of Daunch. So I'm always fine with seeing the... Oh. Okay. Nedu. Ooh, good flywheel, though. Good flywheel. Okay. I mean, this is an impossible harass. I don't know why Nedu's trying this, because it's just a guaranteed chair. It's impossible for... Yeah, it's a 4-kill. The puppet double down and then the Prospector stuffed rescue. That was it, bro. Man, that sucks because Skyfall's kite was really good, too. It was like a very solid tie kite. Dang, man. And this is, once again, just one of the reasons why, I mean, Hullabaloo can be very, very scary and very, very strong. Gotta always be scared of the hula hoop, bro. You gotta be scared of this gosh darn hula hoop. The Hubba Bubba Gum. Alright, Puppeteer has been spotted, and this will be the 4-kill. Ooh, this is gonna be this is pretty bad for GH here. We're really gonna need to see a 4-kill from their Hunter as well, but it's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be very, very hard. Let's see here. Ooh, Smackdown, alright. Let's see, Lewis, Undaunted, and GG's, that's it, yep. Almost got the dungeon, bro. Almost got the dungeon, but not quite. Okay. It is back-to-back 4-kills in this set, bro. Back-to-back 4-kills. All right. Game 2, second half. We really need a 4-kill here from Momoka. The problem is they're playing safe.deck the team. We got Acro, Cordy, Lucky, and Mercenary. This team is super, super safe. However, ooh, the Dream Witch is here. This is a very good character in terms of snowball potential. So... this is a very high chance of 4-kills, especially since it's a very favorable map for Dream Witch, to my knowledge. Biggest thing is going to be first chase. First chase is going to be so important here. As for the spawns, looks like things are going to be pretty standard here. We got Dream Witch spawning out toward mid-broken here. Now, builds are interesting. We got Detention, Trump Card, Patroller, Hunt, Hunter's Instinct, Berserker, and Overwhelm from this Dream Witch. We have Full Kite Cordy with Audience and Great Power and Struggling. Flywheel Tide Acro with Audience. Full Kite Lucky with Audience. And then Tide Borrowed Mercenary with Audience and Healing. So 3 Suies, 1 Borrowed, 2 Tide Tenors. This is going to be very hard for Momoka, especially since there's 3 flywheels, and Dream Witch hates flywheel. Absolutely, absolutely hates flywheel. If I'm being honest with you guys, this is going to be really tough for Momoka. This is really, really tough for Momoka. The only way I see a 4-kill is Survivor Error, chase the Acrobat, and down the Acrobat somewhat fast. That way you can eliminate one of the Tide Tenors. Problem is they have Coordinator as well, which makes things kind of tricky, but like we need like Cord shooting a wall, like just a lot of baits onto the Coordinator gun potentially, and then Survivor mistakes. If the Survivor's kite well, it's kind of just over for Momoka, honestly. That's why all is going to come up to this first kite, and then consecutive momentum gaining afterwards. Let's see here. We're going to see the Acrobat transitioning immediately to somewhere else. We're not going to go for the Acrobat here. I want to find somebody else. Maybe. Nope, no Acrobat here at the time. We do see the Lucky guy here. Bro is going to pretend to get a chest, but doesn't... Oh, yeah. Oh, he primed that. He primed the chest? Really? Okay. He's got, what is that? Perfume and Football here. Here comes the first Patroller. There we go. Nyang, 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 nyang. Jerry time. Beautiful time for Jerry. Are we gonna go for the, okay, just full on football here. That's fine, that's one bite. Leaving the leech to go away. Perfume. Wow, he saved it. Flywheel. Oh my gosh, he's gonna cut out the patroller. I think he does. He does, oh my gosh, he cut out the patroller. With both of his items. That was crazy from the lucky guy. That was crazy. That was really, really strong. Okay. And main body is very, very far. It's gonna take us a long time to catch up with our main body. Yep. Gonna take us a very, very long time to catch up with our main body. Here comes the lucky guy. Window vault trick, maybe? Window vault trick. Okay, he knows the Dream Witch vaults us. Now he's gonna vault too. Okay. He's gonna go back through. Block it off here again. Leech is coming, but this kite is quite long. This is not good. Main body patroller. Bruh. What is this, bro? This is so goofy, bro. This is so goofy. All right. Vault, dead. Terror Shock, too. If basement was here, I would say there's a good chance, but there's no basement. Very unfortunate for Mocha, no basement middle. That would be ideal. Super, super ideal if basement was here, but not very lucky here today. Unlike the lucky guy, what can I say? 2 ciphers done, 1 at 60, 1 at 30. This is tie. These are tie ciphers, bro. These are tie ciphers. Gonna start leeching the acrobat here. This is the time where we need to start getting some momentum out here. We really need to get the momentum out here. Don't give a free save. No free save. No free save. Okay. Watch the pad. Watch the pad. There's the pad. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. All right. We don't hit the chair. Very good. This is just... go for the mercenary. What the heck? We hit the acrobat, though. It's fine. 1 injury for 1 leech. It's fine. 1 leech equals 1 injury, said the Dream Witch. Blink here. Yup. Okay, but this is mercenary. What about your lucky guy? I guess the lucky guy does have his own leech, and his own leech can probably blink him here eventually. We're gonna leech the mercenary now. Coordinator can definitely halt a lot of the momentum from this Dream Witch, though. I think Cordy's definitely kind of like their last bastion here, because the Dream Witch is actually in a pretty good position to start getting some momentum here. I'm not gonna lie. But the Cordy is here as well. And the Cordy is going to make the momentum really hard to start snowballing with. We're going to start pressuring down that mid-open cipher here. And Acrobat is working on reception here. It's only 0% essentially. Pew pew. No pew pew. Pew pew. Pew pew. Pewith pewith. Nothing? Okay, that's fine. Sure. I didn't want to see pew pew anyway, bro. I didn't want to see the pew pew anyway. They are all injured. They are going to have to heal at some point. They do have to heal. Ideally, they have to heal the Acrobat because Acrobat has Titaner here. That would be the best person heal. Lucky Guy, of course, does get another football. Pretty interesting. Another football from the Lucky Guy. They are healing. I just don't know who they're healing right now. It looks like Acrobat is the one healing the Mercenary here first. But a lot of momentum is kind of being dropped here from the side of Momoka, unfortunately. We don't really have any good chase targets here at the moment. Main body is just simply too far away from everything. And blink here will kill the Mercenary. It's actually not bad. But again, you really should have been tunneling down the Lucky Guy, because now Lucky Guy got an item. Potentially get even more items in the future. Potentially get a second flare gun for the Coordinator. Who still has a flare gun. I mean, he could just use the flare gun himself. I don't even know, bro. There's plenty of things. Oh, 4 ciphers done now, though. 4 ciphers and reception is done. This is looking pretty bad, guys. It's looking pretty bad for GH. I must say, this is looking like a tie right now. Cypher 63, 64, and counting. I don't think we're going to be able to pressure that. Oh, wait. We got off the Cypher? Wait, does Yuki really think that the Dream Witch is going to make it there in time? There's no way. Surely there's no way, right? They could have been decoded this whole time and it would have been almost primed. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of weird. That's a little bit weird. Let's see. Lucky Guy's here. Good save. Hoi. Hoi. No Terror Shock. Beautiful. No Terror Shock. Okay. Things are getting a little dicey, though. A little bit dicey. We don't have any blinks just yet. Arcos too hard to kill. There we go. Yet another leech. They all have witch marks now, though. Momoko's gonna get spread pretty thin here. This is like a really common thing that you'll see a lot in Dream Witch matches where everybody's injured. But the second they're able to get to that cipher, the second they finish that cipher, it's on site. It's over. The Dream Witch just kind of explodes. Their items usually are pretty good here too. Mercenary still 2 pads. Akaba with bombs. Cordy still has her gun, and then Lucky got the football. I mean, yeah, they're pretty good. We do down the Acrobat with a Blink, but of course that is the Leech. We're still gonna keep on pressuring this Cypher here. Where's the other Cypher? That's the question. Why are they not doing it? I guess they're prioritizing healing instead, right? I think they're prioritizing healing. Nope, Cordy is going to continue working on the Cypher, 42%. This might be basement. I think we're going to go, yeah, we're going to go for a basement lineup here. Acro will probably still go free, but we're going to try to tie through basement, looks like here. Just because they've healed and offset so much of the Cyphers here. Yep, into basement we go. Drop, pick up with the Leech, and then drop down hit with the main. There we go. Yep. Drop down hit, beautiful. I think it's primed. It's not actually primed, buddy. That is not primed. No, sir. They might honestly just sell the Acrobat. They might. There's a very good chance they'll just sell the Acrobat. No borrowed. No reason to go into basement. Just sell. Yeah, they just pop. Exactly. I agree. I agree. And if you ever get super, super greedy, then you're kind of cooked. Momoka should be able to tie this, though. This should be a tie. Problem is, you don't need a tie. You need a 4-kill. Tie is not good enough. Okay, Leech. Still guarding the basement. Lucky Guy is actually in position for dungeon, which would kind of be salt in the wound at this point. But hopefully Momoka can at least get a tie, then maybe they can try to bring it back in round 3. Oh, it's going to be tough, bro. It is going to be tough. We're continuing to pressure down the Acrobat's chair. Momoka, do something, bro. Do something. The gate's already open. Do something. Oh, please don't tell me Lucky Guy gets out, bro. Please tell me Lucky Guy. Oh, no. Oh, we have a leech. We have a leech. Hold on. But there's a pew pew. There's a pew pew. The corner can go pew pew. Oh, no. It's a 3. No. Skyfall team. Oh, no. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. Oh, dear. The score is now currently, what is it, 13-6. We're going to need to see a huge, huge comeback from GH in the next set. In the next matchup. This is going to be really hard for Skyfall. All right, here we go. It's going to be Leo's Memory for the 3rd round. Here we go. Oh my gosh, round 3, first half. Okay, lots of the meta is banned, so Hashi no longer has any meta to work with here. We got Bulb, we got Prisoner, we got, oh my gosh, Prisoner and Farley. That's a little greedy here. The Granny is here. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. Yeah, this is gonna be tough, bro. I think the sad thing is as well, unless I'm wrong, which I don't think that I am, if the Granny ties, it's over. GH needs a 3 escape minimum here. They have to completely do the exact opposite of what happened in the last round, which means they have to 3 escape into 4 kill or 4 escape into 3 kill. And, you know, 4 escapes are way too rare. So it looks like they're just going to try to have a very, very good first kite and then Cypher Rush the Hunter with these double decoders here. It's going to be Borrowed Tide on the Bald and the Aeroplanist, Borrowed Flywheel on the Prisoner, and then Borrowed Knee Jerk on the Far Lady. Then we have Detention, Trump Card, Peepers from our Peddler with Wanted, Claustro, Berserker, and Hunter's Instinct. Okay. It's going to be hard because Peddler is very, very solid right now in tournament. She's just like kind of a draw or better character right now. Obviously, she still can be beat, but it usually takes a lot of outplaying and some mistakes from the Peddler as well. This is it, though, bro. This is it. This is GH's last stand, bro. This is tough. I really wanted to see them go to Koa, bro. I really want to see them go to Koa, but it's going to be really tough with this this current matchup right now. The score is just not in their favor, bro. They are so far behind, 8 points behind, and they have to get all those points back in this round. Otherwise, it is over. They cannot tie. If the survivors tie, it's over, bro. It'll just be over. So, Skyfall, all I can say is I wish you the best. Even though this matchup has probably been over for several days now, and this video's coming out way later. We'll see. Yo, stop pausing for dramatic effect. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. All right, let's see here. Are we actually chasing Gaje again? Yo, Gaje is just the master of first kites here, it seems. Okay, Farlady versus Peddler. I still do feel like this is a pretty decent matchup for Peddler. Peddler definitely has the tools to deal with the Farlady, whether that in terms of just the big hitbox or going for the chips, the vine, kind of follow the entire pathway. Oh, actually, we know that's a fake because it's running into a gosh darn corner. And people aren't just going to be bots, especially when they see a Peddler with a potential Vine in their face. Speaking of Vine, that's going to be a Vine onto the far lady here. Very, very solid Vine. And now she's going to move upstairs here. Okay. Ciphers are fine. Not the best. I'll open a door in this situation, actually. I think in this situation, I'll open a door. A little bit of lag there. Got a little chip as well. Cheeky chip for our granny. Is this... Oh, can we make it? I think we're kind of just dead here, actually. Oh, wait. Hold on. More gimmick powers. More gimmick power. Wow. Hessian just knew. Hessian was like, yeah, I know you're going to try to pretend to be a bot and go into the wall, and I'm just going to predict it. That's kind of crazy. Because, like, why would you ever do that? But to be fair, why would you also ever wand into a corner? You're just not going to do that. So I guess that's what Hessian's thoughts was like, well, if the Farley wands into the corner, I'll swing, and if she's not there, that'll chase the other target, you know? I think that was a bit of a misplay from the Farley, honestly. Just a bit of a misplay. All right, let's see here. It's time for the Aeroplanist to rescue. Ciphers are fine. Let's see. Watch the chips, watch the chips. Okay. No, bro, no. He went for the hover trick. Oh, he got it at least. He went for the hover trick. He wanted to get the hover trick there, but didn't get it. He messed up the trick. Unfortunately for Netta, he messed up the hover trick. Very hard trick to do. For those who don't know, there's a trick that Aeroplanist can do, is if he's able to propel, hover, hover, propel in a very quick succession, and the hover's right next to the hunter's right next to the chair, he can actually guarantee a rescue. It is a guaranteed free save, no matter what. The inputs are very, very fast. It's very, very difficult. However, the best Aeroplanist can make it happen. And they are very, very consistent with it, that's for sure. Okay, we're chairing on a Cypher here, though, but Bald is going to be like, you're chaired outside, bro. That's right, I'm Bald, bro. You got to do what I want to do. Gotta drop some peepers here on the Cypher. Here comes Little Boy. We see the... Oh, never mind. Skyfall out here with the cloud of smoke. Let's see it. Give him the smoke, Bald, bro. Beautiful save from Skyfall. Oh my goodness, Skyfall's playing so very well here. Oh, what the heck? What am I looking at? Okay, we're getting gimmicked. We're getting gimmicked. Smoke, more smoke. Yep. Look at this. This pairs so well, bro. The smoke and the Farlady ability. Oh my goodness, the pairing is like kind of crazy here. I can't lie. Let's open up a door here. I think we needed to drop the pallet. Oh, unfortunate. I think Skyfall needed to drop the... Oh, the Luca. Dang, what a good hitbox minute, bro. Luca's gonna stay in the way. All right, it's not enough though. That's not enough. You gosh darn rat. You gosh darn rodent. Gosh darn creature. Oh, the flywheel. Okay, not too shabby. Not too shabby here. The problem is now they have to get out with these survivors. They lost their Farlady. They lost their fourth, which makes things really, really hard. If they get one more kill, bro, I think it's over. Oh my, it's gonna be over, bro. Little Boy is getting spotted out here. One chip away from death. Last Cypher is not even close, bro. These are tie Cyphers, but tie is not good enough. And you're all injured too. Everybody's injured. Skyfall does get lucky and find a syringe. Luca, dodge. This should be kill though. This should be a kill. Yep. Okay. Skyfall's just gonna keep on decoding. We could trade swap to Skyfall if we really wanted to. We don't really need to because we can just play for the tie here. We can play very conservative with Hessian. Just play for the tie. You don't have to swap the TP. You can swap the blink for later. Just get the tie. Biggest thing is just get the tie here. Oh, that is tough, bro. This is very tough for GH. Very, very tough. Yep. Last Cypher 50. Pridger's gonna be dead on chair. We still have trait. We still have resources. This is gonna be tough for Granny. Or sorry, gonna be tough for the survivors, bro. The survivors essentially need a miracle. They need a miracle, bro. They need a miracle. Dang, Skyfall decode's so slow despite all the what is it called? All the... I don't even know what I was trying to say. Accelerated decoding. Sorry, accelerated decoding. That's what I was trying to say. All right. Here comes Aeroplanist out of nowhere. And then we kill the Luca. Kill the Luca? The Luca question mark? There we go. Okay, pop. There we go, bro. walk around. So it's gonna take her longer to open up the door. Here's the vine. Loop a loop a loop. I'll open a door. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The ciphers. Oh, the exit gate. The dungeon is there. Prisoner, can you last? No, the blink. No, he was so close, dude. Oh, little boy was so close. That's gonna be it, bro. Yep, that's gonna be it. And with that, I think that's it, right? Yep, that's it. Dang it, man. Oh, I wanted to see Skyfall and Koa, bro. I mean, I got to see Skyfall and Reeves, but I really want to see Skyfall offline. Dang it, dude. That is tough, bro. That is really tough. They played well, though. They were finally able to beat out FT, which I think is just absolutely huge. But, you know, AR played really well, too. I'm actually quite proud of AR. They played very, very well as well. So I'm actually quite excited to see AR in offline as well. I think it'll be a lot of fun to see AR in offline. But, yeah. That concludes Southeast Asia, everybody. I'm definitely recording this out of order, that is for sure. But for now, that is the end of Southeast Asia. So I guess if you watch part 1, that's awesome. And yeah, 3 sets in 1 video, bro. I'm quite tired. It is 6, nearly 7 in the morning. I am going to leave and go get some sleep. So I bid you adieu. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye-bye now.